Yo, I kept y'all waiting, so I decided not to do the whole countdown. We back. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back. Please come in and smash the like button. Shout out to Jay. I see you. Oh man, we back at it. I gotta bake another one. King Corleone. Shout out to my people in Texas. I gotta bake another one. Isaiah was the first person in here. Dan says, I am going to consider Spence undisputed. Forget Bud. Boycott, blackout his fight so it flops hard as ASF. Wow. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. Notification gang, Spaz, I see you. Surah, notification. Errol Spence beats pound for pound Crawford. Terence Crawford ducked Spence. We not going to sugarcoat it. Oh, yeah, we definitely not sugarcoating. Listen, I'm the king of boxing. I'm the king of boxing. When it comes to boxing talk, often imitated, never duplicated. I'm the king of this boxing talk, man. My man Kai said, I already liked the video because you know Ego gonna say, y'all need to get them likes up. Smart man. Can you be amazing to have you? No, we're not sugarcoating. Listen. I wouldn't have made it this far in the game and had the longevity that I have in the game of boxing if I didn't keep it real. I think that's one of my strong suits that's afforded me the longevity. You know, me, Ellie, there's only a couple guys, you know what I mean, that had the longevity and had a run this long. Shout out to ES News, shout out to Ellie, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. But, you know, Ellie or whoever, they do what they do. I do what I do. I do what works with me. And I came in the game pitching that raw, that uncut, that purito, you know? So I'm not going to switch up now. I've been in the game this long, double digits, whatever. I can't switch up now. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you doing a strategy in a basketball game. You try to switch up in the fourth quarter. You try to switch it in the fourth quarter. Shout out to Honolulu, Gerald. Honolulu, Hawaii. Shout out to Oi. Shout out to my people in Hawaii. Yeah. Shout out to 7-6 Mark. King Corleone had bars and he funny. Y'all get a double dose. Y'all get it. I'm going to try my best to break down. Listen, because I know I speak clearly. I know that. You know what I mean? And I've broken this down in many ways. So we right back at it. And I gotta keep going because there are a few naysayers. There's some haters and they acting like what I'm saying is foreign. So just buckle up and we'll keep going. Y'all got to get the likes up. The likes just stopped moving. The likes just stopped moving. We kept growing in viewers, but the likes stopped moving. Nah. Get that up. Bert, what's up? Young Gun, what's up? Peace, Ego, what's up? Peace. Y'all want to do a roll call? Or you want me to just get started with the dissertation? I'm going to let the fans pick. Do y'all want to do a roll call real quick so we can see where the audience is from? Or should I just start getting in that ASS? I'm going to let the fans pick that one. I'll do what the fans want. Bert said he from the fort. Hold on. Listen, we doing a roll call because they started already announcing where they from. We got Eastside 410, ATL in the building. Hold on. Nah, we got to do a roll call real quick because they already started repping. They start repping. The Ether will be next. Massachusetts, what's up? Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Atlanta, Jack and Hammers and Bows. Back to the Mac and the Jack and the clothes. Adolescent packing the foe. I knock on the door. Who is it? I'm about to spit that Luda. I'm out Luda. Bro, when it comes to this Crawford, come to me for the content. I got the Crawford content that y'all need to hear. I'm about to spit that Luda. Y'all gonna get this ludicrous. The incredible, untouchable niggas spitting venom out of body with the dopest flows. I wonder why the lines around the corner because the little motherfucker had the dopest shows. 2-time from an independent women that be getting that cake. Bro, I'm about to go Luda. We gonna go big Luda on Bud Crawford. Shout out to Texas, New York, St. Louis, 856, Columbus, Mississippi, Omaha, Nebraska. No ego without me, flame. What? Hold on. No ego without me, flame on. Okay. Memphis, San Francisco in the building. My guy from the Philippines. Homa. Hey, I'm going to Pacquiao. Funky Town, Texas. Murderworth, Texas. Fort Lauderdale. Shreveport, Louisiana to boot. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Lorenzo says Bud is a fraud. Oh, wow. Madagascar. Shout out to Kamal. Mobile, Alabama. Detroit. Get the likes up. You see the energy in here is straight flames. It's all about the money. Hey, block this dude. I seen the first comment you left. Shout out to Bompton. What's up, Compton? I see you, Hub City. Oh, he said flame him. Oh, I got you. Hey, get that dude out of here. Oh, Isaiah on the trick. Quick draw, McGraw. I went to art school. He says Seattle, Town Business, Town Biz, North Fresh, Duval. All right, let's work. Okay, I see. Listen, let the boy ego work. Let me cook something real quick. Hold on. Let me cook. Let me clear the screen real quick. Can you picture me rolling? Coming to you live. Steven Espinoza said Bud was lying. Hold on. Listen, let the boy work. Listen, I'm going to show you how to get the work off. We going to unpack it. Okay. I now see. Oh, my man New Meaning don't got his wrench. Hold on. I had a glitch and then everybody lost their wrench. But you back in the business. Listen, I had to strap my man up though. He had to get strapped real quick. That's my guy, New Meaning. And he a veteran. Shout out to the military, armed forces. Let's go. All right. You are not going to duck this smoke. The smoke show is back, bro. You gonna think Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson, Wiz Khalifa, Meth and Redman was in the verbs and the lyrics that I'm going to say. Because you can't duck this smoke show. Like the Dr. Dre tour, Up in Smoke. You are not going to get away from this. All right, get the likes up. Brooklyn, what's up? I see you. All right. Bud Crawford. He's fighting David Avanesian on BLK Prime. That's a duck. I'm giving you my opinion. It's a duck. I see what is going on in the world of boxing today. That's a duck. And I'll explain in this video. But I see what's going on. And you're not going to like this. There are a lot of people and boxing fans showing their true colors and their true obscene biases with this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence situation. There are people like, oh, ego, you should blame both. Blame Errol Spence. You should blame Terence Crawford. I ain't doing that. You do that. I ain't doing it. See, I told you guys from the beginning. Shout out to my man Matt Nuke Juice in the building. He sent 5. Okay. I told you in the beginning. Boxing is, listen to me. Boxing is not equal. I'm not saying equal in terms of you shouldn't be treated well if you're a female or a male, or you shouldn't be, taken care of. I'm not talking about in that way. But what I'm saying is people, when Floyd Mayweather's fighting Robert Guerrero, when Mikey Garcia is fighting against Errol Spence, people say I'm biased because I picked Floyd. People say I'm biased because I picked Errol, but I was right on both occasions. That's what I'm talking about. People say, oh, Ego, you're biased, you're racist. You don't like Mikey. Mikey was one of the first people I've ever interviewed that was a star boxer, and he was nothing but kind to me. But in the matchup of Errol Spence, I didn't see him winning that fight, and I was right. Just like I didn't see Robert Guerrero. This is what I'm talking about. Boxing is not equal. If I see Floyd Mayweather and his skills are up here and Robert Guerrero's good, but his skills ain't up to par, I'm not going to tell you that on this microphone. I'm not going to make it seem like Robert Guerrero, in my opinion, has a chance to beat Floyd and the skills match when I don't see that. I didn't see Mikey Garcia effing with Errol Spence. I didn't see that. Mikey did. I see something, but I didn't see that. So I give you the commentary raw, but I see what's going on in boxing with this Crawford and Errol Spence situation. Now that certain people like Crawford, they don't want to give him the free smoke show that I'm giving him, but it's wrong. And here's why. It's wrong because let's unpack this. Let's unpack this. Do you want to see, like, is David Avanesian for Crawford? I don't care about the 10 million and all this other stuff. Is that fight a letdown from Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight that we all thought could be next? Direct question. I need direct answers. Yes or no. All the boxing fans that were clamoring and salivating for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Is Crawford fighting on a startup app against David Avanesian, who's been knocked out by a guy Crawford knocked out, which was Mean Machine? Is that a letdown? Yes or no? I told you, by the end of this stream, I'll still be undefeated because ain't nobody in boxing ucking with me. When it comes to these points, when it comes to blessing the mic, I'm Nas. I'm Jay-Z. I'm Nas. All I need is one mic. So everybody in this room knows it's a letdown. That's for starters. Get my likes up. We all know it's a letdown. And it's a disappointment to the sport of boxing. And people are upset with it. But I see what's going on. People are like, oh yeah, Bud's doing whatever. I'm going to support it because I like Bud. I mean, that's your opinion. If you want to do that, that's cool. You support him. I'm not even entertaining that conversation. But I see what's going on. Don't ever call me biased when I keep the same energy. Meanwhile, other people aren't keeping the same energy. Here's an example. When Canelo Alvarez was on some BS, but he was getting paid, your boy Ego kept the same energy on Canelo Alvarez. I said, why is Canelo fighting Rocky Fielding? I don't care how much he's getting paid. Why is Canelo fighting against Average Pilgrim? I don't like that fight. I kept the same energy. Now, here's the kicker. When Canelo was fighting BS people, and he was getting paid more than Bud Crawford is getting, but he was fighting Average Pilgrim. He was fighting against Rocky Fielding. I raised my hand. I did the videos. I got behind the mic and I said, I'm not a fan. To each his own. If you love Canelo and you want to buy those fights or whatever, I didn't like those fights. But one thing that happened is I told you that. I said I did not like those fights, and it wasn't I didn't care how much Canelo was getting paid. I flamed Canelo for those fights. But what's happening is now this big fight, Errol got fans, Bud got fans. Now when Bud does it, all of a sudden it's something different. And that's why I say you can never say that I'm biased when you see the energy has shifted because it's Bud Crawford. I kept the same energy that I keep for Canelo. And people say stupid stuff like, oh, but Floyd's career is done. He told you that. He said he's making money, having fun. This is not even his pro career. So don't bring up Floyd Mayweather. That just sounds stupid. He's doing exhibitions, no different than Mexican fighters like Marco Antonio Barrera and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. and Jorge Arce and all these dudes. Eric Morales fought an exhibition with Mikey Garcia. I don't give a If you're done with your career, that's cool. Get your bread, bring out the, people in Mexico and do exhibition. I don't care. That's it. Muhammad Ali did exhibitions. So don't bring up Floyd, because Floyd, his career, his record's not changing. He fought Logan Paul. He's not 51-0. So his record's not changing at the moment. So don't bring up Floyd, because that's not apples and apples. But when it comes to Bud Crawford, now because people like Bud Crawford, they don't want to give Bud the same ether. Almost thought you would come with the ether, but you gave Canelo the ether. Who's biased? Listen, I said I'm a make y'all overdose with facts like Lynn bias. Try us. There's no room at this table. Who's biased? You gave Canelo the commentary, but you don't want to give it to Bud. Who's biased? That's a bar. Man, I'm hitting y'all with triples, doubles. What y'all want? Listen, I said y'all gonna overdose on the facts like Lynn bias. There ain't no seats at this table. Who biased? Try us. You wanted to criticize Canelo, but not Bud. So who biased? Look, who's biased? So who's really biased? I fed Canelo. I flamed Canelo, because I didn't like Rocky, Fielding, and Yildirim. But now all of a sudden, the Bud buddies, nobody have a problem with it. You know it's a letdown from the Errol Spence fight, but people are like, oh, but Bud Crawford, he getting 10 million. Okay, Canelo was getting 30, 40, 50 million to fight fights we didn't want. So how's this work? How's this work? How's this work? You can tell how you gonna say that I ain't the most consistent? Listen, I'm like Steph Curry at the rim. I hit the shot. It's like I couldn't miss it. Listen, oh my gosh. How y'all gonna say that I'm not the most consistent? I'm Steph Curry under the rim. It's like I couldn't miss it. I'm a misfit. Bro, listen, oh my gosh. I said, listen, I'm a misfit. I'm Steph Curry underneath the rim. It's like I couldn't miss it. How you gonna say I'm not the most consistent? Stop playing. Don DeMarco me. How you gonna say I'm not consistent? I fed Canelo, I'm fed Bud. It's the same energy. Some people fed Canelo, but they not feeding Bud. So now I gotta slit the blunt so we can smoke this Bud. Listen, I said I don't care if you cuz or blood. They not feeding Bud. So now I'm going to split the blunt so we can smoke some Bud. You're not being consistent. So it's over. I've proven myself time and time again. I mean, I'm going to keep doing it because that's what I do. I'm going to keep doing it and keep showing you I'm the greatest. But I'm the greatest because I'm consistent. If you don't like my channel, that's good. That's what's up. Leave. You could do like Autumn and Leaf. But you can't take away that I'm consistent. I don't care who you are. People keep saying this is about Bud. It's not about Bud. It's about his movement. It's about the decisions you're making. A duck is a duck. I don't care who's quacking. I'm the best in the business. I'll be like, what's cracking? Listen, I said when it come to that action, I'll be like, what's happening? Hold on, listen. I said when it come to that action, I'll be like, what's happening? I'm trying to get this cracking. A duck is a duck. I don't care who's quacking. Oh my gosh, bro. That's a bar. That's a bar. I'm not playing politics. If it's Bud doing it, if it's Canelo doing it, I feed them the same. I feed them the same. I said when it come to the action, I'm like, what's happening? When it come to the action, I'm like, what's happening? I'm trying to get it cracking. A duck is a duck. I don't care who's quacking. Bud ducked. You was in the spot. You've been saying for the last 6 years or whatever that Errol's afraid of you. You was looking in oceans saying, oh, where the big fish at? You was in negotiation with the big fish. You was saying the fight was close. Bomac was saying the fight was close. Now you talking about, oh, the fight was never close. Bro, he said, I agreed to all their BS and they've been dragging their butts for months. Spence was nowhere to be found while I was trying to make a deal. What? Keyshawn called Errol scary. He said, fight Bud scary. It's over. If you're not keeping the same energy, that's on you. That's because you have something to protect or whatever your situation. I don't care. But now you're trying to pin the tail on the donkey and point the finger and say it's Errol's side and Haman the devil and all that stuff. It doesn't jive, bro. Get my likes up. Get my likes up. I told you I was going to kill you again. Bro, my flow is Beetlejuice. I'm here to kill you again. And I'm going to resurrect you and kill you again. It's not about Bud. Like, people are like, oh, you hate Bud. Bro, shut up, bro. I spent more money on Bud than you ever have. I've been to Omaha. You ain't been to Omaha more than me. I've been to Timeout Chicken. You ain't, bro. I told y'all young boys, y'all ain't got enough stamps in your passport to mess with Young Ego. So it's not even about Bud particularly. It's about the sport of boxing, the growth of boxing, and whoever's moving fishy. Bro, listen, get with me. When it comes to the welterweight division, it's starting to look real chippy. Bud said that Errol Spence wasn't a big fishy, but then he pulls out to fight Avanesian that gets fishy. Oh my God. Listen, that's a bar. Bro, y'all getting killed with the bars. Listen, I said, come get with me. In the welterweight division, it's starting to get chippy. When it comes to Errol Spence, Bud said Errol wasn't the big fishy. But then you pulled out the fight to fight Avanesian. This is where the get fishy. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You said he wasn't the big fishy. Get with me. You pulled out the fight to fight Avanesian. This is where the get fishy. That's what happened. Biggie, what happened? What you know about Timeout Chicken? I was out in Omaha. I tried to tell you, bro, the food was good. Little hood spot in Omaha. I've been there, bro. I've told you. I don't have this ain't about Bud specifically. But just because you said it was, now I got to smoke them like Bud. I'm going to keep killing y'all with the facts because that's what I do. And again, when it's Canelo or whoever, they get the same energy. You don't see my energy shifting. Steph Curry with the Warriors, I ain't missing. So just like Canelo got to work, Bud get to work. People want, but what about make it about both? I'm blaming both. I ain't blaming both. You blame both. People want you to blame both because it didn't happen. You blame both. I'm not blaming both. Because that's not how life works. Like, okay, if O.J. Simpson killed Ron Goldman and Nicole, and then Kato Kalin had nothing to do with the murder, I'm not blaming both. Why am I gonna blame Kato Kalin? Listen, y'all acted like females. That's Bruce Jenner to Caitlyn. OJ committed the murder, but you want me to blame both him and Kato Caitlyn. Bro, come on. Why would I blame anybody else? That, you know what I'm saying? Rob Kardashian, they didn't do it. OJ did it. Why I gotta blame the other person? Y'all like, but Kato Kalin. What about Kato Kalin? Kato Kalin didn't fight Avanesian on Black Planet. Why? What are we talking about, bro? Like Jay, I'm the hoe for this. Jay said, what we talking about, fiction or we talking about fact? You talking about fiction? Hold up, part of my back. Bro, I understand that. Why would I blame both when both didn't do it? Like, if you go in the court of law and someone being tried for murder, you could be an accomplice maybe, but the person who pulled the trigger, you probably gonna get the most time. You gonna get the most. He was the driver. He gonna go to jail maybe. But you pulled the trigger, which shot the bullet that killed the person. Bud did that. So Bud was the one, that actually swerved out and crashed out and fought, or said he's fighting Avanesian. Why I blame PBC for that? And like, blame both. Blame both for what? Kamal says if corporate media and people with less melanin said the same things about Errol and Heyman that Bud and his inner circle did, these people would be singing Kumbaya and be in an uproar. We not like that here. Facts. Come on, cook them. Come on, gonna cook them.
The money goes into my piggy.
Bro, every excuse that y'all making, ain't nobody proving me wrong. Every excuse that y'all making, y'all singing the same song, but no one can prove me wrong. Y'all just keep saying, oh, blame both. I'm blaming both. I'm not. Why would I blame both? Because here's how this works. If two people are negotiating for 9 months, you could have had a new baby in 9 months. You're negotiating for 9 months. Let's say that you can't agree. You just agree to disagree. You can't agree on the terms. So you're like, this fight ain't happening. Cool, fine. But guess what? That means fighter A and fighter B wasted 9 months, and now they got to pick their next move, and they would have to go look after a fight. Hey, I spent 9 months with this joker. Now I got to see what I'm going to do. But in this equation with Crawford and Errol Spence don't know his next move. PBC don't know Errol's next move because they were blindsided. This is very easy to see. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has a date, December 10th. He has a venue, the Shy Heath, because they misspelled it, the Shy Health Center. And he has a network, BLK Prime. Shout out to Edward Valencia for the $20. So,
the money goes into my piggy.
I'm going to run that back. If two people are negotiating for, let's say, 9 months, you can't get anywhere, you decide we can't fight, then you both would be looking for a new opponent. That's not the case here. Bud already has his next opponent. He has his next payday, allegedly, and knows how much he's getting and has all these things. But how come? Shout to Edward. He said, just because, salute, ego. Edward, I see you. How come Bud has his next affair already handled? Because you were doing dual negotiations at some point. So when Errol Spence's team was growing worried and saying, oh, we haven't heard from Bud's team in 2 weeks, that's not good. Maybe that's when he was negotiating this other thing and he sprung it on him. And I know this for a fact because on Twitter, there's this show called Chicken Talk. Chicken Talk. Shout out to them. They had Steven Espinoza of Showtime, and he said on the show, and if anybody has the recording that they can send me so you guys can hear it, send it to me. Send me my way. But Steven Espinoza said on the show that they don't know Errol's next move, and they pretty much were blindsided by this decision to fight David Avanesian. He said that on the show. And again, if I can listen, I didn't record it at the time because I didn't know if there was a recording or whatever, but that's what he said. Anybody that's on the show, they would have heard it. They must have been watching because now the spelling has been corrected. Tell them to cut you a percentage. Yeah, word. Asante, what's good? Niter, what's good? What's popping with y'all?
The money goes into my piggy.
Niter says $10. I would be surprised if the fight ever happens. With the announcement of David Avanesian fight, it shows Crawford was two-timing. Thank you for saying that word. That's a great one. Two-timing. Alan Spence. In the world of business, you'll never burn me twice. That we're getting to that. I'm going to get to that. But that's what I'm saying. So please get the likes up. I really need y'all to do that. I don't know why what the deal is, why we keep growing in like y'all just ear hustling and want to hear what I have to say, but don't want to hit the like button. Like, what's going on? We keep growing in the amount of people that are joining, but the likes is staying and the comments are going up. So Steven Espinoza said that on the Chicken Talk show. He said they had no idea about the Avanesian. He said that. So that's not like hearsay. That's not like, oh, me like making something up. See? Oh my God, I love y'all. Row 3. Look, so you guys see it. He said I was in the spaces. It was a Twitter Spaces. He said I was in Chicken Talk and I heard it. In fact, at the time, they still hadn't heard from Bud. So tell me this is good business. This is good business that you're dealing with Al Heyman, who worked with Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Floyd Mayweather, some of the biggest American acts that we've seen in this millennium. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis. I mean, everybody. So he's worked with he's put on the biggest fights ever. How much is BLK Blue Beat for when TBC backs out? I don't even know what that means. Thank you for the $2, no refunds. So I'm not answering that because I don't even know what that means. How much is black and blue beat for? I don't know what that means. Steven Espinoza was on Chicken Talk. So he's confirming that they didn't know Bud's secret, underground tunnel. Bud did a El Chapo. It's like one of the movies where the guards are like, all right, bedtime. And they walk by and then you're pretending to be asleep. And then you wake up and you really tunneling out. You really tunneling out the jail cell. You see what I'm saying? Haven't you seen those movies where the guard, where the CO or the prison guard walks by and they kind of like peek into your cell, everybody bed, and then they walk by and you pretending to be asleep, and as soon as they walk by, then you get back up with your little flashlight and your spoon and you tunneling out. That's what Bud did. He did the Chapo. They thought he was asleep. Bud El Chapo. Chapo Crawford. They thought he was asleep and he was really woke, tunneling out to BLK Prime in the Avanesian path. That's bad business. And listen, my thing is this. I keep saying it. Shout out to Kenya. I love her. Kenya B is so funny, but it's so real. They put the dummy in the bed. I know y'all know these movies, Escape from Alcatraz type movies, where they put the dummy in the bed and put the covers over the thing and it looked like he's asleep. And then he had already tunneled out and they're like, what the hell? And they pulled the blanket. Bro, the guard pulled the blanket in the prison cell in the morning time and it was a dummy in the bed or pillows because you're in prison, so you probably don't have a dummy. So there's a bunch of pillows and balled up blankets and stuff. And then the guard went, oh! And he did this massive unveil. And then Bud was no longer in his prison cell. And then they seen like, what the hell? And they move a little piece, a little piece of something. And then they find out there's this whole tunnel. And Bud been tunneling to, I don't know, Bud the Harriet Tubman of boxing, bro. He done made this whole underground railroad. Bro, Bud Tubman, you the new Harriet. You done found this underground railroad. People thought you was trapped, cuh. Bro, they thought cuz was trapped. They're like, oh, it's going down next. There ain't nobody. You got to go work with PBC. You got to go do this with PBC. Al got all the fighters that we want to see you fight. You're free of Bob Arum's shackles. You're free of the top rank contract. You a free agent. You supposedly aren't working with Kinahan. It got to go out. But then Bud Tubman said, oh, so you're right. Isa made this underground railroad and I'm going to take it all the way back to Omaha. We's going to Omaha. Shh. Don't let Uncle Al and Espinoza, don't let them hear a peep about this. Isa fighting on Black Planet or Black, what is it called? Black Prime. I'll fight you on the Black Prime, Amazon Prime, but blacker. I's gonna sneak in. Damon Amnesia. Oh my God, bro. What? Where did you pull it? Like, what? Oh my God. Bro, I hope they don't remember this. That's why I chose David Amnesia. Bro, he wants us to forget, so he chose him some David Amnesia. Am I right? Bro, I still don't want y'all to remember my resume, so I picked David Amnesia. Bro, what? David Amnesia. I want to forget about this right now. You and the Underground Railroad, you done tunneled out and all this stuff. Man, come on. You done tunneled out the fight on BLM app or whatever they call it, cuz. Like all this just to, oh, Uncle Al, you haven't seen the last of me. I'll be back. After this amnesia fight, I come back to you. Oh, I'll be back. Let me get this 10 million. After I get the 10 M's, I'll be back for Errol. It doesn't work like that, though. Bro, this man is 50 Cent's son. His team is completely off their rocker, like delusional. You think you're going to snake somebody, backdoor somebody, screw somebody, and come back on your own, like cavalierly just, oh, I's a back, Al. Can we negotiate? I'm ready to renegotiate those terms. You don't remember me from the 2 months ago? Before the amnesia? Right by Christmas in Ebenezer. I said, you don't remember me 2 months ago? With the David amnesia. By the Christmas Scrooge, the Scrooge and the Ebenezer. What are you talking about, bro? That's not how business works. You think you could screw people in business, and you did screw them because Steven Espinoza was on Chicken Talk. He was on Chicken Talk, and he said they didn't know about the amnesia, the Avatar fight. They didn't know about it. So you didn't give them no type of warning, like, hey, let's wrap this up because I got this whole different situation. Like, listen, man, come on, Kamal. Hold on, Kamal got to calm me down with the 20. Listen, Kamal got to calm me down with the 20 because I'm about to go off.
The money goes into my piggy.
Get my likes up. I'm about to go off. Y'all got to get the likes up. I'm killing y'all. Kamal says, Bud pulled a Sam with the ladder. Hey, bro, he said Clarissa. Wow, that's OG, Nickelodeon. He said Bud pulled Sam with the ladder, sneaking into Clarissa room. Not Clarissa Shields. Clarissa explains it all. He and his supporters have libeled and slandered Errol and Al's name, which we'll get to. Aram was right when he said Bud turned down Ugas and other PBC fighters. Bro, he done tunneled out to fight David Ebenezer or whatever. What? David Ebenezer. I know he fighting in December and it's Christmas, but David Ebenezer, like really, that's what we doing in 2022. David Ebenezer. All right. De Niro, at this point, all BG cap Bud can do is sign with the PBC after this next fight. But y'all keep saying that. Listen, I've been in the business. I don't know how to keep explaining this to you. I don't work for PBC. I don't speak for them. But I'm saying from the perspective of business and bad business, there's a way to conduct yourself. There's a certain level of etiquette, right? And then there's not. So from my perspective, I feel like okay, I'm going to try to calm down so I can say this as eloquent as I could put it. There's a certain code of ethics that one should have when negotiating in good faith. Is that cap or fact? Is that cap or fact? There is a certain code of ethics, code of conduct that one should have when negotiating in good faith. I'm trying to make this as clear as possible. Is that cap or fact? You believe if you're negotiating with, like if Boxing Ego was trying to do a deal with Apple, I probably would put on my Sunday best or look in accordance to whatever the meeting calls for. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing a Zoom meeting with the head of Apple, I'm not going to be playing Tupac and, music in the background. Just simple, common couth and etiquette and practice. Why are you trying to do a job interview and you playing Pac in the background or Lil Baby real loud and they can't hear your answer? That's not how you would. If you're looking for a job and they doing a Zoom interview, I don't imagine that. You got babies crying in the back and stuff. You usually would get someone to take care of that. Like, hey, watch the kids for a second. Instead of the kid like, Ma, you're doing a job interview, right? So you guys can keep saying whatever BS you're saying. I'm telling you my opinion. Bud, his etiquette, his couth, his business. This is literally the only thing that I've been concerned about with Bud is his business acumen. I literally say that, and then he does a move like this. Does that make me look like a liar? Does that make me look like a genius? Does that make me look like a prophet? I mean, you guys let me know. I said this, Bud, the way he conducts business seems weird. A lot of what Bob Arum had to say is not looking so crazy. For example, Bob Arum says Bud does not like to promote. As of me recording this video, the man is fighting December 10th, according to the ESPN. Bud has not said anything. Bud has not come out and said yay or nay. He has not posted it. Look. So does Bob Arum look like a liar in this instance? So you have to understand what I am saying. He said genius and a prophet. You have to understand what I'm saying. So I don't care what you think about Bob Arum in general, but a broke clock can be right 2 times a day. Bob Arum says that Terence Crawford is difficult to deal with. Does it look that way? Bob Arum says Crawford needs to be better and start promoting his events. Does it look that way? Bob said he needs to promote his events. He's not even posted the fight. What? Okay. If a startup company at that, Black Prime, is paying you $10 million, you were with Top Rank for 10 years, probably longer. 10 years though, roughly. You were with Top Rank. They never paid you $10 million. Henceforth, career high payday is what the ESPN article said, right? Your worth, they deem, is $10 million allegedly. You haven't even posted the fight, like a flyer or nothing, or went on Instagram Live or put on Twitter, hey, I'm fighting Avanesian. Bob doesn't look so crazy because the level of delusion and entitlement that people are accepting with Bud is next level, bro. Next level. Because if a company said, Ego, we're going to give you $10 million. We want to do business with you. I would have Black Prime t-shirts, Black Prime hats. I would be helping put the Black Prime logo on the map. You see what I'm saying? I would post about my event. I'll be happy. I want this to work. I want this to be a success. People think this is about Black. I don't know Black Prime other than the optics of it. I don't know enough about the company to know either way. But I heard they have some pretty big backers. So let's say they have Silicon Valley investors or whatever, and they got the money. Okay, cool. So why is Bud not helping put them on the map? Like, this is a smaller operation, nowhere near the size of ESPN, and they're giving you a career high payday, allegedly. So why are you not, why not do an interview with Blue Blood? This is what I'm talking about. Why not shout his channel out and be like, oh, he helped orchestrate the deal? Why not give him the exclusive? Give him an exclusive drop. You're about to be a 10 millionaire. You know, I mean, I don't know how much money he has prior to this. I don't. But what I'm saying is, in one single shot against a fight that people don't want to see, this company is allegedly giving you this type of money. You're not going to try to help put them on the map. You're not going to help the people shine that's helping to get you and make this a reality. That's crazy. I talked to Errol Spence in an interview years ago, and you can ask him. I mean, hopefully he remembers. I don't know. But Errol Spence told me he does not like media obligations. He literally told me that. I have it somewhere on one of my memory cards or hard drives. He said that's not his deal. He's a low-key dude. He don't want a bunch of microphones and cameras shoved in his mouth and face and all that. That's not his deal. But as he's become a bigger star, what's happened? You see Errol Spence, despite liking it or not, he's doing promotion. If you remember when he fought Ugas, when he went to fight Ugas, he was everywhere. He was on the Pivot podcast talking about sparring with Floyd. You know, he'd be on First Take. Like, he's like trying to let you know he got a fight coming up. He did a legend sit down with Ray Flores and Zab Judah. I was there. I mean, I'm covering all this stuff. Come on, man. Come on, get the likes up. Come on, let's go. So why is Crawford, Crawford, it's the level of entitlement is crazy. Like, even if all this stuff is real, 10 million is real, you know, that's cool. Great. You eating. You're not going to help the company make it make sense by promoting? And they paid you more than Bob Arum has allegedly ever paid you in one single shot? I mean, it looked crazy to me. But I'm the only one in boxing who brings these touchy points up. But whatever. I guess I got to do it. But to me, that's it, the way he moves, it just looked weird. It looked weird that, like I said, do an interview with Blue Blood Sports and announce your fight then. Post the fight. I mean, I can't tell him what to do. I'm not saying like, you better listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is suggestions from a boxing fan. Like, even if you love the Avanesian fight, because some people are like, oh, David Amnesia, he's a tough fight. You know, so some people are like that. Give those fans that are maybe happy about the fight, or Black Prime fans or whatever, get them something to be excited about. Again, this is not punking Bud and telling him what to do. He's a grown man. He's in his 30s. It's a suggestion. Shout out to Tunnel Vision, $5 game. PBC lost a lot of dates and Spence lost millions by not fighting this year. They are probably not dealing with Bud again because they lost millions over this. Kamal sent one too. Kamal says what Bud did and said would be deal breakers with 99% of all people and companies. If it were me, he burned that bridge. Crawford not only held up Errol, but he also held up other PBC fighters as well. Rolly was right, y'all. I think I got to do the Rolly follow-up video, Kamal, because they must have forgot. So, again, you guys keep saying I'm wrong about what I'm saying about Bud, but I know I'm right because you can't prove me wrong. If I'm wrong, you will prove me wrong. Has Bud posted? Bud has not posted about this fight since it's been allegedly announced. Is that cap or fact? Is it a fact that Bud Crawford is nowhere to be found to announce his $10 million fight? Is that cap or fact? I told you, y'all going to learn to respect the king. I'm going to beat y'all down with facts. You can get mad because the facts is hitting close to home. I don't care about that type of stuff. I know what I'm saying is true. People, why you say, you hate Bud? Listen, because that's all they can say is you hate Bud, and why are you saying that? Get off Bud's jock. Bro, I don't care about none of that because that's not real life to me. The only thing that's going to be real to me is you prove me wrong, right? By saying, hey, you a lie, so I can pull up all this stuff and continue to demolish you. I don't care about anything but the truth, and I don't care about anything y'all talking about unless you can tell me I'm lying and say that these aren't real facts. Because people are quick, old media is quick to try to throw dogs off the scent by trying to distract. Oh, this guy hates Bud. Oh, you're wrong. But it's nothing specific. I'm not talking in an ambiguous fashion. I'm being very specific to what happened, when it happened, the players, all that. I'm not just ambiguously saying this guy sucks or, you're wrong. Anybody can say you're wrong without proving you wrong. Get the likes up, please. So I don't care about none of that unless you're going to sit up here and prove me wrong, which I know you can't, because when you try to prove me wrong, I already have it in the can to show you that I'm right. So resistance is futile. It's futile out this mug. Bob Arum. I don't care if Crawford got mad at me. I'm losing money on him. Bob Arum. I don't give a shit if Crawford's team got mad at me. The business is not about getting mad. What did I say that was wrong? The business is about facts and the reality of the situation, said Top Ranks Bob Arum. I'll show Crawford how much we have lost on his fights. I'm no longer in the business of losing money on Terence Crawford, said Arum. If we did this fight with Spence and put our money in half and Crawford wins and Al Heyman wants to sign him, be my guest for Christ's sakes. Everybody thought Bob Arum was just saying a bunch of poppycock to hate on Bud Crawford, but it's not looking so crazy. In other words, I'm not going to go into my pockets anymore for Terence Crawford. I don't have to make a lot of money with him on an Errol Spence fight, but I know I'll break even or make a couple of dollars, but I am no longer in the business of losing money on Terence Crawford. Bob Arum. Bob Arum says we've lost money on every Crawford fight. Arum stands by his comments, disinterested in promoting Bud's fights. Terence Crawford, I'll put this on the screen. Listen, we need over 400 likes. I'll put it on the Summer Jam screen. I told y'all better leave me alone, but y'all didn't want to do it. So yeah, the Bud Buddy. Listen, the more y'all talk, the more y'all cook. The more y'all get cooked. I'm like Floyd. All that aggression and all that, like, oh, you hating on Bud, it's just gonna make it worse because now I got something to prove. You want to say I'm lying? You want to talk down on my brand, or I don't know what I'm talking about? Then it's only gonna get worse. So I'm with that. Listen, we need to get the likes up. I'll put it on the screen for you so y'all can see. I don't make stuff up. I'm not lying. I'm expressing my thought creatively as a content creator, but everything I'm saying has a baseline and it's factual. I didn't make Bob Arum say that stuff. That's what you guys have to understand. But I'm putting two and two together, seeing how it all played out, right? I didn't put the battery in Bob Arum's back. I didn't even necessarily all the way support what he was saying, but I heard what he was saying. And now revisiting it, he don't look that crazy. That's just being real with you. Bob Arum don't look so crazy. It's just real. I mean, you can say what you want, but I'm saying what I want. De Niro said, it's funny how everyone take Mike Coppinger word for a Bible. We don't really know that he's getting 8 figures. He's already misinformed us once before. I mean, Bud makes it too easy for me, bro, and his fans. Ring Ring TV came out with a report from the lawsuit. George Kambosos, y'all lied and said he was getting $10 million for a Devin Haney fight. And people are like, oh, Al Heyman don't pay like this. The lawsuit said from his old manager revealed how much he made, and he made like $4 million and $3 million in 2 fights plus some back end money. So he took $10 million in 2 fights. Y'all lied and said he took less than $10 million in 2 fights, and y'all lied and said he made $10 million in 1 fight. So I agree. I don't know what's up with how much Bud's getting, but we don't know if that's actually accurate. Brother Eli says, if I sell 1.3 million bags of chips and you sell 335 bags of chips at the same price, who will make more money? I mean, come on, y'all know that one. Bro, it's so many layers to this Bud Crawford. So why am I the only one even talking about this? Like, people are afraid to, like, I didn't get on the YouTube platform to hide. Like, where's boxing commentary going? Is that boxing commentary is that in the gutter where we can't have adult-like conversations? We can't have entertainment, facts-based conversations. Boxing, if people want to protect lies that they know are lies, just to make it look like Bud made the right choice or whatever fighter you like at the moment. That's where boxing commentary has gone. I mean, it's appalling. I mean, it's ridiculous. When I say I'm the only one, I'm saying the only one of my size. Only one of my size or greater. That's what I'm talking about. So again, we can't point the finger at Canelo Alvarez when he fighting Yildirim, but then retract that finger. So Canelo fighting Yildirim, I gave him the business. We won't point the finger at Canelo when he fighting Yildirim, but then Bud buddies want to retract that finger. They want to pull that finger back when it's Bud. And guess what? Like it or not, Canelo got a better resume than Bud Crawford. I don't agree with the way Canelo moves in a lot of situations, but he got a better resume. He fought Floyd. He fought Cotto. He fought Triple G, even not the third fight, but the first 2 fights where Triple G was younger. He fought Lada. I mean, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Canelo resume, he got more fights than Bud too. He got like 50-something fights. Bud got 38. So Canelo's younger. He's younger with a better resume and more fights and done better numbers and made more money. So it was unacceptable see, this is how fake the boxing game is. It was unacceptable for Canelo to move suspect. He made more money than Bud. He got a better resume than Bud. He did more in the game. If Canelo retired tomorrow and Bud Crawford retired tomorrow, who would be the fighter that had a more memorable career? Y'all want to play the games because you want to play favorites. I don't play that. It's not about favorites. It's not about favorites. If Canelo retired tomorrow and Bud retired tomorrow, who has a stronger body of work? Who has done more in the sport of boxing? Don't put your emotion in it. Go off like stats and the factual. So you guys as fans should be criticizing anybody who's not talking like me that criticized Canelo for moving absurd, not taking the Andre fights we wanted, not taking the Charlo and Benavidez and Beterbiev fights we wanted. How did you criticize that man but not criticize? You have nothing for Bud? You're not even slightly disappointed? And the thing with Bud is he was also in negotiations for the biggest welterweight fight since Mayweather-Pacquiao. So the timing is also extremely horrible. He was in deep negotiations. So how did people criticize Canelo for the BS that he's done? And he made more money than Bud. But then the Bud buddies is like, oh, you hating Crawford, he getting his dough. He getting 10 million. Okay, Canelo getting 40 million and moving suspect, and you criticized him. Oh my gosh, y'all listen. I know, listen, I'm like Wilder. Y'all getting knocked out in the first round. I'm going to ask you one more time because y'all starting to piss me off. Get my likes up. You would have to question the Instagram posters, the YouTubers, the websites, the forums, the fans that criticize Canelo Alvarez for fighting Rocky Fielding's in Yildirim's, but he was getting stupid paid by DAZN, a bigger app than Black Prime, and you criticize that. But then when Bud does his streaming app, which is smaller than DAZN, it looks less professional than DAZN, and he's making less money than Canelo did, the criticisms aren't matching. See, me, you can hate my channel. I don't really care. I get paid regardless. The fans know I'm going to get paid regardless. So I don't care if you love me, hate me. That don't have no bearing on me doing my job. It would not be right for me to have put out all that Canelo content when he was moving sus. I didn't care about how much he was making. What you were doing was not the fights that the fans wanted. No, you didn't fight Charlo, Beterbiev, Benavidez, Morel, anybody. You know, the fights we really wanted on PBC or Andrade on DAZN or whatever. I criticized that. So how are the same people who helped me criticize Canelo, now nobody got a problem? The same fans, nobody got a problem with Bud. They like literally, I've seen this in my comment section. Oh, you hating Bud getting his money. He getting 10 milli. Ha 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 ha. That's nice. I can't spend that with him. Great for him and his family. But it's great for Canelo and his family to make $40 million, which is 4x, 5x the money Bud's making, and we still criticize Canelo. Make that make sense. See, I told you, when it comes to people say, oh, you're biased, oh, you're a hater, oh, you hate Canelo. Now they saying I hate Bud. Maybe I'm just telling it like it is. I don't hate anybody. Maybe I'm just giving you my honest thoughts. But it would not be fair for me to criticize Canelo. Like, I didn't say, oh, Canelo fighting Rocky Fielding. Oh, Canelo fighting Yildirim, but he getting paid. I didn't care about how much he was getting paid versus Yildirim. The fight was BS, and we didn't like it. So why is it any different? Oh, but Bud getting eight figure. He an 8-figure jigger. How is that fair? I told you, I'm restoring the reality and the rules back into boxing. I see Gotham cannot operate without the Batman of boxing, without the Bruce Wayne of boxing. So I got to make these videos because people aren't keeping it real. People either like Bud or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. People giving Black Prime a chance. I'm not even mad, whatever people's opinions are, that's what their opinions are. But the thing for boxing fans is to, how do we look at the commentary that is completely different for different fighters? I don't give you, if I have a rule, it's a rule for everybody. Like, let's say I have a classroom and I say there's no cussing. I don't say it's no cussing, but if you black, you can cuss in my classroom. If you Mexican, you can cuss in my classroom, or no Mexican people can cuss, or no white kids can cuss, or give an exception to white kids for cussing, but then put the black kid in detention for cussing. I play by the same rules. If you in my classroom and I say nobody can curse, if I say no cussing, then if you black, Asian, Chinese, Rican, Dominican, white, Mexican, I don't care. No cussing that you disabled, bro, I don't care. You ain't cussing in my classroom. And if you cuss, there's gonna be repercussions and ramifications. Your ass in detention. You go into the principal office. That's how I run my channel. I can't speak for anything else, but that's what I'm doing here. So the same heat that Canelo, when the kitchen got hot for Canelo, is getting hot for Bud Crawford. And if it's not for everybody, then that's their business. For me, I gotta be real. Bud was in negotiations. You got your whole other fight. Steven Espinoza said he didn't know that you were moving on. That's bad business. And the Canelo example is amazing that I just came up with. Here's why. People had, hold on. Get my likes up. People had all the smoke like a Showtime show. That's Matt Barnes. It's the kid with the bars. Listen, I said it's the kid with the rap bars like listen, the kid with the rap bars. They had all the smoke like Matt Barnes. People had all the smoke for DAZN, right? DAZN's a streaming app, right? Eddie Hearn, DAZN, all that. And they're like, oh, Canelo fighting trapped on the app. We all said it. You know, we said stuff like this, right? I know I criticized DAZN for certain things. They got certain things going on. Bud is fighting on a lesser known starter app. But because it's Bud, it's different than Canelo. But Canelo, if we were just worried about the fighter was getting paid, DAZN was paying Canelo crazy. But that was never what we were concerned about. So the DAZN is almost completely analogous and parallel to the BLK Prime situation for Bud. Bud fans are telling me in my comments, oh, but Bud getting crazy nice payday. Okay, Canelo was getting 4 times that on his streaming app, and you didn't like it when he was fighting people didn't like. They say, oh, you're fighting a bum. Why are you fighting all my children and all these people? So I'm asking you, how is it any different? And I will say this is just me. I don't have a horse in the race. But for DAZN, as much as people criticize DAZN, including myself, DAZN has a presentation at least that there's no spelling errors and stuff like that, which I've seen. If Eddie Hearn or DAZN announces a fight, it's Eddie Hearn posted, Matchroom, Rematch Room posted, DAZN posted. They've been in the game longer, so they at least got a professional vibe to it. So it like I said, the boxing game is looking real shifty because the crowd has seemingly shifted. When Canelo partnered with a streaming app that no one heard of, that had more money for him, people hated a lot of these moves publicly. But then with Bud is different. How is that? Then you can't say I'm biased because the same ether Canelo got, Bud getting. So I got to be the realest in the game. Like I said from day one. I don't have a special set of rules for Bud. I don't have a special set of rules for Canelo. I don't hate Bud. I don't hate Canelo. I love boxing. So therefore, I'm going to keep running the platform the same way. If Ryan Garcia moves a certain way and I criticize him, but then Tank Davis did the exact same thing, if Tank said I'm fighting Pacquiao and then he didn't fight Pacquiao, he would get the same situation, but that didn't happen. So I don't have to do that. So it's just looking confusing. DAZN doesn't have a bunch of misspellings on their websites and stuff. And then we strive for like old media and double standards, and we strive to correct these things, but the narrative is now suddenly changing. Kamal's not changing. Boxing Ego's not changing. So why is the double standard? Now we can accept double standards. They single standards now because it's Bud. I like Bud. I don't care if you believe me or not. I think he's a terrific fighter. Doesn't mean I agree with all the decisions you make. Isaiah, he kept it solid from the jump. No flip-flopping. I look at everything on a case-by-case basis. And from what I seen with this Bud Crawford, it looked weird. Like DAZN got roasted for certain things. Lynn Blavdick is the spearhead of DAZN. He really is worth billions. I don't even know who the backing is for the app that Bud's on. I mean, it's not in my business like that. But what I'm saying is, I don't even know much about the company. I don't know. I've never heard of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the backer is, where the money coming from. At least with DAZN, you know, there's a multi-billionaire, Lynn Blavnik, that is, you know, in charge of that. So the whole Bud move is just weird, you know, in general. And then people are like, oh, PBC didn't want it. Why did they book the exact date that the Boxing Scene article says? I mean, you guys have to ask these questions yourself. When I did the video, that's why I don't do videos for my health. I hope you guys know that. We're doing it to get paid and inform. I'm very transparent. I'm going to get my money so I can keep, because you have to understand with money, when it comes to money, you got to make the money. You got to make the money, because if you don't make the money, then you can't keep it going. So if PBC and Errol Spence ducked, why did they, the same dates, why is everything check out? These are the dates from the Athletic Commission, not PBC. I'll enlarge it for you. TGB Promotions booked 3 separate weekends for January into February. And they said they were trying to get the Crawford-Spence fight on the 4th. I didn't make this up on Excel, right? So they really booked these dates. They really reserved these venues. So if they really had no intentions of fighting Bud Crawford, why would they do that? Why would they book venues for 3 separate weekends if they weren't planning to use it? I don't know if there's money, like a money transfer, like a deposit you have to put down to hold a venue. But you're clearly doing that for a reason, because you're trying to make everything work, and you think you have a golden ticket. I think Crawford has good experience with this promotion. Maybe he'll re-sign. Crawford isn't going into the ring unless someone's putting up a really good guarantee, and you know there aren't many people around that will. Aram is probably correct in the notion that aren't too many promoters willing and able to guarantee the purse demands of Terence Crawford. This is Bob Arum. Does Bob Arum sound crazy? He just told you Crawford isn't going into the ring unless somebody is putting up a really good guarantee. That is exact. Okay, then now they saying he getting $10 million from the startup app, Black Prime. Bob Arum said that a year ago. Bob does not look that crazy. All the stuff he was saying about Crawford does not, and I could keep going. Y'all don't want it. I promise you don't want it. I promise it. Listen, if you want me to keep going, type your favorite horror movie villain, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, the Predator, whoever you like, and you're going to see another body. Y'all got to summons the body by putting your favorite horror movie character. Anytime I get in this mode, Chucky, because I got to get hyped to catch another body. We got Chucky and Candyman. Let's go. Freddy, Jason. Nobody got no love for Michael Myers? All right. Pinhead. Regan in The Exorcist. Oh, wow. Damn, Bob sounded crazy at first, but now it's making that sense. This guy called him racist. Damn, dude. Just ish on everybody. Hutch says, Satan the Exorcist. Let's go. $10. Let's go. We got Pumpkinhead, Pinhead, and Linda Blair from The Exorcist. The power of Christ compels you. Damien, Leprechaun, the Penguin from Gotham. He said EJ his favorite horror. He said Errol Spence his favorite horror movie villain. Tevis Smith.
The money goes into my piggy.
Hey, This man said Donald Trump is his favorite horror movie villain. Hey, you know you're wrong, bro. That was a good one. He said Donald Trump. Bud fighting a dude from Bum Wars. Tevis Smith. He said they finna pay his opponent with a ham sandwich. Oh, wow. All right, let's get the likes past 500. We get past 500 and it's done. Listen, Bob Arum, the stuff he was saying, he said Wilder's right hand. Kenya, you wrong. Get the likes past 500 and it's done. And then I'll show you more stuff Bob Arum was saying. All right. After Crawford stopped Kell Brook, Bob Arum made controversial comments to The Athletic, saying of Crawford, quote, Crawford, he's got to promote like Teofimo Lopez does. He got to promote like Shakur Stevenson does, like Floyd Mayweather did, like Manny Pacquiao did. If he doesn't, then who the F needs him? He may be the greatest fighter in the world, but hey, I ain't going bankrupt promoting him. Bob Arum. In 2 years ago, Bob Arum said this. 2 years ago, Kamal said Bob said Bud kept turning down PBC welterweights. That's a fact too. I remember that. 2 years ago, in 2020, after the Kell Brook fight, these controversial comments from Bob were that Crawford, he need to promote like all these people. I'm not going bankrupt over him. As of me recording this video, Crawford still has not posted his next fight. Does Bob Arum look crazy now? Does Bob Arum look crazy now? He said Crawford don't want to promote, and he still hasn't promoted, and the people are giving him $10 million according to a report. Kevin Thomas sent $10. Let's go.
The money goes into my piggy.
He said, man, you keeping it 100 and solid, Ego. These dudes is tripping. But they want me to share the responsibility and say PBC. If PBC had no intent, why did they book the date that the article even said that they wanted to do the fight for in Vegas? That's Las Vegas Athletic Commission. It's not a PBC document. So they went all. So just to pump fake, PBC hollered at the Athletic Commission in Vegas, Athletic Commission calendar, and then TGB Promotions reserved all these dates, including the date that they said they wanted to move the fight when they found out November 19th wouldn't work. And they pump faked that hard by requesting all those dates with the venue and booked with the, like, so you reserved it with the venue to hold the spot so they don't book a J-Lo concert or Britney Spears or whoever, right? Or a Drake Regency or Usher or something. So they did that and told the commission that, hey, block off these dates on your calendar. We need the commission because we have some sanctioned fights we're bringing to Vegas. They did all that. But let the Bud Buddies say, oh, PBC, they didn't want the fight. Oh, PBC lied. PBC dated cancer. We don't have. So I'm showing you a piece of evidence showing PBC's due diligence in making the fight. Name something other than words from Bud Crawford's side that show they truly wanted the fight. Because his action in fighting, pulling out, and instead of waiting 2 more months to fight Crawford Spence and fighting Avanesian, his actions aren't matching. So you show me a piece of tangible evidence that Bud Crawford really and truly was trying to get this done. Because I'm showing you something, an actual document, where that's showing intent. If PBC requested these 3 separate weekends in Vegas, that's showing their intent of trying to close the deal. You don't just pump fake and do all this stuff where you don't. That's like me calling Red Lobster, say, hey, can I get a reservation for 2 at 8 p.m.? And then hanging up the phone and going to sleep, and I have no intentions of going to Red Lobster. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Oh my gosh, Ego hit the spot. Crawford don't even want to promote his own. Yeah, Bro, Bob Arum literally said it. He said he's not promoting. And like I said, that's disrespectful. I don't know if he's getting 10 million and all that. Whatever. I'll let you decide. But let's say it's true. If you're getting 10 million, you're not going to help the company that's paying you 10 million by promoting and saying, hey, and trying to get people hyped for the fight. So Bud thinks he could just show up and be a skillful fighter and there's no other responsibility. And then you wonder, okay, I'm going to try to say this as clear as possible. Because a lot of people don't understand the business of boxing. Can we get the lights up? I need some water. If Ego search for a Bud document, he will find one. All right, what Bud document? Hold on. Don't, shooters, stand down. All right, I'll search right now. GB says, if Ego search for a Bud document, he'll find one, but Ego is riding Spence's coattail. Ego is a Spence fan, and it's Ego's job to talk down on Bud. Ego never say anything good about Bud. What document do you want me to search for with Bud Crawford? GB Young Strike. What document, what am I supposed to be looking up? You said search for a Bud document. Okay. So there's an article that vindicates Bud. Okay. What am I looking for? You got 10 seconds. Bro, I told you it's always these desperate Hail Mary attempts. What document would you like me to research? Because I have all the technology to do it right now. He says I'm ducking smoke and I don't want to search for Bud documents. Ask Floyd. Okay, so you want me to just call Floyd right now? He's training for a KSI brother fight, but now so this man just went from he said this man went from search Bud documents. Never do that again. When I'm in the hot seat, don't block the people. Don't unblock them, leave it. But shooters, when you see me talking to someone, do not block them. Do not block them. That is so disrespectful, and we can't even finish the exercise. Leave him alone now. The man went from saying search Bud documents to saying call Floyd Mayweather. Like anyone just has easy access to Floyd Mayweather and they could just hit his phone. Bro, every time y'all try to kick and scream and protect and prove me wrong, you only end up looking worse yourself and making it look worse for Bud. The man said I should search documents. I said, what document would you like me to search on behalf of Bud? I have all the technology to do such. Then he told me to call Floyd Mayweather. That makes sense to y'all. Search documents. Oh, but no, call Floyd. What does that even mean? Bye. Bye. And then Bud Crawford's, these are the same fans. Oh, it's both their fault. It's both their fault. Call Floyd. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. It's both their fault. Call Floyd. I mean, the level of entitlement with Bud Crawford fans is at an all-time high. They keep saying, oh, he still gets to fight. Bro, what are you talking about? Why would PBC want to even do business with you if you snaked him? Ricky Williams, what's up? Let me see what my boy said. What will they say when this fight with Bud and antihistamine, he said, falls through? I mean, listen, if that happens, Ricky Williams just presented something. He says, what will they say if the Bud and antihistamine fight falls through? If the fight falls through and doesn't happen on December 10th, you guys should just delete your account, because I am going to do a nonstop marathon, and it's not going to be good for you. So you might want to delete your YouTube account. If what Ricky Williams said happens, because listen, I'm on the front line. I come out, y'all say my views are radical and don't make sense, and I'm a hater and all that. I take those bullets early, but I always finish the war. I'm on the front line. I take the early shots. I dodge all of them, but I make it to the end of the war. I always make it to the end of the war. Y'all say, oh, you can't get past our forces. And I always make it to the end. So if that happens, y'all better pray that don't happen. If Avanesian's injured, the fight postponed, anything like that. Oh, so-and-so got COVID. They got rabies. Y'all better pray. Y'all better pray, say your Hail Marys and Jesuses that don't happen. Because if that happens, that's really going to be ugly. That's really going to be ugly for y'all. He said a 24-hour unpacked-a-thon. Word. Y'all better hope that don't happen. Because I'm on you. Like white on rice, a glass of milk, a paper plate in a snowstorm. I'm going to be on y'all. Y'all keep saying, oh, you're wrong. You don't know. You're wrong. You're wrong. All right. Bro. He gonna get cut in the fight prior, man. If he get cut in the fight prior, if he get Richard prior, Aaron prior, I don't care what y'all talking about. If any of the priors show up and all this stuff y'all talk about, y'all gonna have hell to pay. Listen, if he get cut prior, a headbutt prior, Richard prior, Aaron prior, all the priors you want, I'm going to destroy everything you love. If any of that stuff they don't have his money, he got to sue for his money. If any of that type of stuff happens that looks shaky, then don't do that. Oh my gosh. Y'all better see, y'all getting me hyped. Don't do this. I live for these moments. I know what I know, and I live for these moments. You can bring all the priors you want. That's your bro, I promise you. All right, let's keep going. Cause y'all been so good. Get my likes up. Bro. All right. Crawford responds to Arum wanting him to self-promote. I told you I am the best in boxing history. They telling me to search Bud documents. Listen. I'm taking points. Now I'm docking it. The man got blocked. He told me to search for Bud documents. Well, guess what? I pulled up a Bud document. And you want to hate, but you're not stopping it. Listen. I said they straight ops with it. You want to hate, but you're not stopping it. I seen the opportunity. Hold on, listen. Y'all want some Bud oh my God. Wait till I get you. Ooh, it's going to be ugly. Listen, that's y'all new name. Lee. That's y'all new name. Yeah, send me all the money because you know I work for mines. Yeah, send me that money. We going to make some money. Listen, hey, Faith, baby, come to death row. We going to start printing our own money. Yeah, keep sending. Bet your money. Bet your house on me. Bet your house on me. Bet your money with me. We going to keep growing this conglomerate. Yeah. Bet your house on me because I told you I'm the safe bet. Listen, I'm big money. Listen, I'm big money ego. I'm the safe bet. Ank said, y'all got to leave Rico from Belly alone. He the illest ninja in Nebraska. Bro, he took it back to Belly. Let that man get his 10 milli to fight on Plenty of Fish. Why he say Plenty of Fish, though? Man, y'all tripping. Crawford responds to Bob Arum wanting him to self-promote. I don't get paid to promote. If this is, bro, this is 50 Cent, son. Hey, it's 50 Cent. G-Unit. I let my watch talk for me. My whip talk for me. Bow. Bro, this is 50 Cent, son. Terence Crawford is the Marquise Jackson of boxing. The level of entitlement is, it's out of here, bro. The man just said, I don't get paid to promote. That's an old article. This my old work. Listen, y'all getting killed off the old work. Bro, the man is delusional. I like him as a fighter. His business sense, he delusional. Listen, I need y'all to follow this. Hope I ain't losing y'all. Bud Crawford, a great fighter, but when it comes to the business sense, delusional. Listen, I said, y'all got to follow. I hope I ain't losing y'all. Bud Crawford, awesome fighter, business sense, delusional. That's a bar. The man he's off his rocker with his thoughts of it, bro. He looking like Ye. He looking like Kanye to the, huh? I just told you who I thought I would. A God. Bro, the man just said, I don't get paid. The man just said, I don't get paid to promote from Bob Arum. We all laughed at Bob Arum. He showed you. That's how he's acting. He ain't even posted the fight. You getting 10 million. You ain't even posted the fight though. Now, let me tell you why this sounds delusional. Listen, I said y'all got to pay attention. Follow. Hopefully, listen, y'all got to pay attention. Follow. Hopefully, I ain't losing y'all. Bud Crawford, awesome fighter. Business sense, delusional. That's a bar. Explain this. Ooh, don't do it. Bro, I told you I'm money made with it. I don't play with it. I'm TB Ego. Watch this. Who's a bigger draw? Floyd Mayweather, Terence Crawford. Who generated more money for the sport of boxing? Floyd Mayweather, Terence Crawford. Vote so I can finish this. Who is a bigger draw? Floyd Mayweather or Terence Crawford? Okay, Floyd, Money May, Floyd. Okay, everybody's saying Floyd because it's a no-brainer. Surprise, it's Floyd. Floyd promoted the hell out of his fights. Floyd made more money in his career than Terence Crawford and still created All Access. And still created, or actually 24/7. My bad, 24/7. And was hyping people up for the fights. Was talking trash. He was like, Shane Mosley. He said, when I met him, I said, I want to be like Shane Mosley. He's like, Shane Mosley, I barely know who you are. Watch Arturo Gatti, rest in peace, Floyd Mayweather, when they did the split screen with the satellite feed. He was like, he thunder, I'm lightning, and you know what, strike first? This boy can't beat me. If he keep talking, I'm going to cut it to 3. Like, bro, Bud is too good to, bro, Crawford made less money. That's a fact. Crawford has made less money in his career than Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather never complained about promoting the fight. And got a better record than Bud. So how does Floyd Mayweather still promote his fights, but Bud talking about, oh, I ain't getting paid to fight and promote. I'm a fighter. You paying me to fight only. Bro, come on. Bro, answer that question before I move on. Crawford responds to Bob Arum wanting him to self-promote. I don't get paid to promote. Bro, that's like the dude from Predator. And he was like, are you bleeding? Jesse Ventura was like, I ain't got time to bleed. Bro, Terence Crawford ain't got time to bleed. He ain't got time to promote. He don't get paid to promote. But the biggest attraction of this generation and in boxing history that holds all the records, Floyd Mayweather promoted his butt off and fought his butt off. So what I'm asking is, butt off. Listen, slow it down. I just dissed you. I said the biggest fighter of this generation, Floyd Mayweather, he fought his butt off. He promoted his butt off. So I got to ask you, is Bud off? Oh my gosh, bro, that's a bar. Y'all getting barred up. I said the biggest fighter of my generation, Floyd Mayweather, he fought his butt off. He promoted his butt off. So Bud said he don't want to promote. I got to ask, is Bud off? Floyd fought his butt off. Is Bud off? Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all not dealing with these multi-syllabics and double entendres and triple. Y'all can't with me. How can you explain Floyd Mayweather? Oh my gosh. I didn't want to do this. Floyd Mayweather still promoted his events, but Bud's too good to promote his events. You make less more money than Floyd, and Floyd still promote. So what type of entitled attitude is this? See, y'all ain't never seen no one bring it to Bud with the facts like me. He said, I don't get paid to promote. I said, Floyd Mayweather, TBE, he fought his butt off, promoted his butt off. Crawford said, I ain't got to promote. Is butt off? Like, what do you mean you don't got to? Oh, that's a bar. What you mean you don't got to promote? Muhammad Ali, why he promote? He made you want to see his fights. This man is ugly. This guy's face is like a bear. When he the sweat drip black backwards to stay away from his face. Bro, Muhammad Ali promoted. Prince Nassim Hamed promoted. Pacquiao did videos and training monologues, montages, and karaoke and I just it long ago, never do. Bro, he said I don't gotta promote. Boy, what? It's about to get a whole lot worse. Crawford says, quote, that's not my job. Rest in peace to Mac Dre. That's not my job. That's not my job. I'm from the Bay. Shout out to Mac Dre. 707, man. Bud Crawford, Bob Arum said he need to promote better. Bud said, that's not my job. That's not my job. Boy, I'm not a promoter. What am I? A fighter. I get paid to fight. I don't get paid to promote. He gets paid to promote. He's supposed to promote me, says Crawford to Ak and Barack show. So now I get it. I told you I got receipts. That's why you haven't promoted the David Amnesia fight. Because you a fighter. And you don't get paid. They paying you $10 million, but you don't get paid to promote. You said, I signed on for the fight only part. I'm only a fighter. I ain't got to promote. But then Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, oh my God. He fought Robert Helenius and was everywhere. He was on the Breakfast Club, the Dinner Club, the Lunch Club. He was on all the Clubhouse, Drink Champs. He was on like damn near the Pivot podcast. He was doing Ray Flores interview. He just did it. Wilder just did it. But Bud said, I ain't got to. He did the Funny Marco interview. So he was on Revolt. Wilder knocks people out in one round, but he doing these rounds. Listen, I said Deontay Wilder knocks people out in one round, but he's still making his rounds. Bro, you can't tell me the bars ain't nice. Listen, I said, you can't tell me the bars ain't nice. I'm in the backyard with it, like Kimbo Slice. Listen, I said Deontay Wilder knocks people out in one rounds, still promoting. He makes his rounds. Listen, he's making his rounds, and he probably don't want to do it. Bro, if you had a girlfriend that looked like Telly, would you want to just be all out the house and stuff and talking and doing podcasts? No, probably not. You want to be just what Wilder was doing in that music video, in the bed with Telly and in the jacuzzi with Telly in that new music video. That's probably what he want to do. Just be at the crib. His crib looked crazy. He looked like he's Scarface. Crib looked crazy. Everything Wilder was doing in the video, that's probably what he want to be doing. Be with Telly Swift. Be in the jacuzzi and all that, the tubs and all that. I get it. People don't want to promote, but it's part of it. What are you talking about? Terence Crawford talking about, I don't have to promote. I'm a fight only. That was a good song and video. Shout out to D-Dub. Y'all wrong. So I get it. You're a millionaire. You don't want to promote, but to a degree, it kind of comes with the table. No, comes with the territory. Bro, y'all getting slaughtered, and it's ugly. Tony sent $1 in the Cash App. Thank you. He said, man, you keeping it real. Your boy Soul Glow. Shout out to Tony. Bro, but he's telling, like, it's like the saying, when someone tells you who they are, you got to believe them. Bud's telling you, okay, Bob Arum said Bud don't want to promote. You could be like, oh, Bob, he a hater. He's 89. He don't know. That's just Bob. Yeah. Crawford responds to Arum in 2020, 2 years ago, about to be 3 dang near. Crawford responds to Arum wanting him to self-promote, quote, I don't get paid to promote, end quote. So it's not just Arum saying this stuff when Crawford himself is saying this stuff. Bro, and you're telling me it's Errol's fault. There's no Errol Spence fight that has ever taken this long to happen historically. There's no Errol Spence fight that in the 11th hour they decided to fight on Black Prime or DAZN and everything fell apart when they thought they had a deal and sent the contract back with the amendments. You're looking at common denominators. Whether you want to hide and evade it or not, you're seeing the common denominator, people. He's telling you, I don't have to promote. I'm a fighter. That's an entitled attitude as a fighter. That's like me saying I'm a YouTuber. I don't have to go live. I mean, I don't have to go live, but I tap in with y'all. Real talk. Super chats don't pay my bills. Cash App don't pay my bills. Y'all don't. If y'all never sent another Cash App, if y'all never sent another super chat, I'm good. I get paid off my video. I don't have to go live, but I never said I don't have to go live because this is my opportunity to congregate with you good boxing folk. You see what I'm saying? I'm a content creator. I could be, this is YouTube. YouTube. You understand there's certain things that weren't available on YouTube when I first started, right? Live is one of them. Stories is one of them. Community posts is another one of them, right? So that's like saying, I don't want to keep up with the times. I don't got to post nothing. All I got to do is post videos. I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but you got to evolve or become extinct. So, leads me to my next point. So I can keep destroying y'all. I am boxing's reckoning. All right. So now let's talk about some business stuff. With a man that told you 2 years ago and his promoter told you 2 years ago, Crawford responds to Arum self-promoting. I don't get paid to promote. So he told you this 2 years ago, right? Now let's talk about the business. And I can't wait for this particular segment. I can't wait to read y'all comments. I really can't, because I'm going to flay you and it's going to be bad. It's going to be real ugly. It's going to be real ugly. So I want to see y'all comments. Let's go. Now let's talk about the business. Y'all knew we would get here. Let's talk about the business. A man who told you 2 years ago, I don't get paid to promote. His promoter of 10, 11 years, Bob Arum, says I lose money. And he doesn't promote like Teofimo and Shakur and Floyd and Pacquiao did. And you got these dumbass Bud Crawford fans that are saying, he wanted a bigger guarantee. He left the deal because PBC didn't offer him a massive guarantee. He wanted a bigger guarantee, right? So Mr. I want a bigger guarantee doesn't want to promote though. And his promoter says that. Mr. I want a bigger guarantee has flopped on all of his pay-per-views. So from a perspective of a business, I need y'all to make that make sense. Why would a business, from a business sense, trying to make something work, why would they be willing to give you all this upfront money and you just told the world you're not going to promote and you don't have to promote and it's not your job to promote, which was also mirrored and co-signed by your longtime promoter, Jewish promoter of Top Rank, Bob Arum, and is also mirrored by your new deal that was only announced on the ESPN platform, which has nothing to do with where the fight actually is. It's supposed to be on BLK Prime. And the only way we know about this fight is because of the ESPN article. And he hasn't even so much as put a promotion or done a live or posted the flyer. Like David Avanesian on his Twitter, or excuse me, his Instagram, if you go to it right now, hey, block Mark Miller. He a bum. Stop. That's not, hey, block him. No, this is a waste of time. Y'all know, don't waste my time with that. Block him. So I'm telling you about the business. As a business, if a man just told you he's not promoting and that's not his job, why would you give him crazy upfront money? And he hasn't even promoted BLK fight yet, the BLK Prime fight with Avanesian. So Crawford wants, I guess, is seeming that he wants a 8-figure deal and all he has to do is fight and make weight and fight. Bro, this is not the 1930s, the 1940s where you just, I'm just a fighter. Ryan Garcia is Ryan Garcia more, is he a bigger brand than Crawford? No. Put the name of the fighter who has a bigger like brand and buzz in boxing. Not who you like, not no emotional stuff. Who is a bigger brand in 2022? Ryan Garcia, type his name, or type Terence Crawford. I'm not asking about Tank. I don't care about Tank right now. Because I'm having my own exercise. Y'all trying to do your own thing. No. Who is a bigger brand in 2022? Like you could ask someone on the street who Ryan Garcia is, and you could ask someone on the street who Terence Crawford is. More people would know Crawford. Kofi African. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. Block Kofi African for lying. Block Malcolm Mohammed for lying. Bro, you see what? Listen, you're going to play the game that I want to play. They always try to duck the smoke by answering some foolishness. Get these dudes out of here. We know Ryan Garcia is a bigger name. This is not about, I'm not saying he's more skilled than Crawford. I'm not saying he's more skilled than Crawford. I'm not saying he could whoop Crawford. But this has nothing to do with that. Who's a bigger brand? Ryan got like 9 million followers. Bro, I just seen, listen, you sound stupid. In an effort to prove me wrong, y'all sound stupid. I just seen Ryan Garcia cut a commercial with GMC. I've never seen Crawford on a commercial with an automobile company. Bro, Ryan got a commercial right now with GMC. Ryan had a documentary from YouTube. YouTube reached out to him and shot a documentary. I've never seen YouTube reach out and shoot a documentary for Crawford. So stop playing. You guys can play these games and stuff. Ryan was in Rihanna's whatever show, Fenty Savage modeling stuff. Come on, stop. Shout out to Q Ruffin. So in that lane, Ryan, he's a bigger brand. Ryan is, he'll post a garage video and ESPN Sports Center Instagram or World Star, they post it sometimes. Bud, when he posts stuff, I don't see them like pick up that. I'm just being real. Look. Ryan Garcia. Hold on, I don't know about this music though. I can't play the music. This is this is Ryan Garcia in a GMC commercial. Where Bud don't got nothing like that. Stop. Y'all confusing. A well-shot GMC, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. See, I don't lie to make points. You know what I mean? Bro, come on. Come on, bro. So we know Ryan Garcia is a bigger brand. I don't care if you like him. I don't care if you think he can fight. It's not what I'm talking about. He has a Gator Light commercial with Dame Lillard. Stop playing. Ryan is bigger brand. But here's the point I'm making. Ryan still promotes. Ryan Garcia has never said, oh, I'm not going to promote because I'm Ryan Garcia. But from that angle, clean cut dude, filming commercials, being invited. He was on NFL. I seen him with Lil Wayne, bro. Stop. Ryan Garcia did an NFL like commercial with the LA Rams and Lil Wayne. I never seen nothing like that. Bud got pictures with Jay-Z. Yeah, okay. But I'm talking about like business endeavors. Ryan still promotes though. He's still talking trash about Tank and still saying I'll whoop Tank and all that type of stuff. I don't care if you think it's true. See, you guys got to learn to focus when you watch my channel. I don't care about no other channels and stuff y'all watch. On my channel, you got to comprehend and learn how to follow. It's not about listen to the message. People are like, oh, Tank will whoop him. That's not even the conversation we're having. From a brand perspective, Ryan is well branded. From a brand perspective, he has a lot of endorsement deals and he's making some money outside of boxing. From that angle, he's on some LA Rams and all these commercials. I don't see as much of that with Bud Crawford. I've never seen Bud in a Nike commercial or Gatorade or whatever, right? Ryan ain't too proud to promote though. He's doing these garage videos and punching on like Aiden Ross and all these Twitch people and all that. He's doing his thing in that lane. Bud telling you, I ain't got to promote. I don't get paid to promote. He the promoter. So again, with a person who's saying, that's not my job. I'm not a promoter. What am I? A fighter. I get paid to fight. I don't get paid to promote. Why would PBC risk and gamble on Bud Crawford and Errol Spence because stupid ass hardcore fans think it's the biggest fight ever, and it's probably not, to be honest. It's definitely not the biggest fight ever. That's as much as I want to see Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, a lot of y'all foolish. Y'all don't know about boxing. Y'all don't know about the business of boxing, and y'all never made money in boxing. So you can say whatever you want. It's an amazing fight, all the marble, all that. Hardcore fans want to see it, but you guys misconstrue frequently hardcore fans' ambitions and what they want to see versus the business making sense. Nobody is in business to see a decline in production. Nobody is in business to have lost leaders. Nobody's in business to lose money on purpose. That's not a thing. So you think Apple's looking at their quarter 3 and 4 reports and they've dropped by 80% from the previous fiscal year and they happy about it? No, that's not a thing. Shout out to New Meaning. Ego spitting facts. Shout out to my man. So I know fans are ignorant and emotional, and they're going to hate what I'm saying because they don't want to have real life, real time adult conversations. And the business is a part of it, because if I've always said this, if the business is not secured, the bag is not secured. The fight is not going to happen. If it doesn't make sense for the people who have to take the risk and take the gamble, then it's not going to happen. That's like me being in touch with The Rock and I'm saying, hey, spend $100 million on my channel. I want to start a podcast. And he's like, where are your stats? How much you going to promote? Oh, I'm not going to promote it, but I just want you to spend $100 million on me. And then I don't have no track record of success. That is Bud Crawford. It doesn't make sense. The man said he doesn't want to promote. You think he's going to get this astronomical guarantee. That's not how it works for. In fact, I would venture out to say there's a strong probability that Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia is not as meaningful a fight because Ryan ain't never been a champion, but it's a bigger fight commercially than Errol and Crawford. So you have to understand how the business of boxing circulates. And if you choose not to, and you choose not to understand how it circulates, fine. But don't tell me I'm wrong when I'm in the business and I know how this works. So what I gather is PBC was trying to make the fight. Errol Spence trying to make the fight. Crawford said he was trying to make the fight. But Crawford's demands, he thinks he's worth more than his record, not his professional record, but his track record, his sales history shows, right? So PBC trying to work with him, they're not going to give him a upfront inflated guarantee because you haven't proven to be Canelo. You haven't proven to be Floyd Mayweather on the business tip. You haven't done what Errol's done on the business tip. You haven't done what Gervonta Davis has done in the business tip. And you're also saying stupid stuff like, it's not my job to promote. Why should I promote? I get paid to fight only. Why would they give you $14 million guaranteed and then lose money because, surprise, 100 million people streamed the fight and only a couple people, respectable people, bought the fight? I'm showing you the ropes. Shout out to my man Rudy for the 20.
The money goes into my piggy.
So in a deal like Crawford, if you overstate your worth, it's not going to work. You don't have the paperwork to signify giving you a crazy guarantee. Like, get this. Most people, this is not wishful thinking. This is just business. Hey, new meeting, unblock him. Unblock him. Oh, you put him in timeout. No, I thought he was being condescending too at first, but I don't think he wasn't. He wasn't. All right, look. Most people think and believe, this is not wishful thinking, that if the report is true and BLK Prime has 10 million plus for Terence Crawford, that it will flop. Right? To further illustrate this point, see, you ain't never seen nobody to just break the facts down bar for bar. To illustrate this, Crawford Porter. Hey, come on, unhide him. He wasn't hidden, so unhide him. He's good. He was just timed out. Y'all messing him up. He getting done bad. Come on, like shooters, we got to get this so I can get through. Okay. Crawford Porter did 135 pounds, right? 135 pay-per-views. 135K. Does anybody believe that David Avanesian is a bigger name and more desired fight than when Crawford fought Porter. Oh, that was someone else. Now, hey, Kamal, you can block him. I thought it was someone. I read it wrong. No, Kamal, that was my bad. I thought it was the same person that New Meaning hit. My bad. That was me. Yeah, reblock him. Yeah, thanks, Kamal. Listen, I'm schooling y'all on the business. Take it for what it's worth. Is Sean Porter in America at the point of 2021? Is he a bigger fight for Crawford, or is Avanesian, that everyone seems to hate in 2022, a bigger fight for Crawford? Come on, put Porter or Avanesian. I need to see in the comments, Porter or Avanesian. What name person has more respect in the boxing game at the respective years those fights were going to go down? Okay, thank you. Everybody says Porter. So riddle me this. If both fights are on pay-per-view, Bob Arum's fight with Porter was 60. Man, come on, bro. Y'all, why y'all make me do this to y'all? Look. Terence Crawford, Sean Porter pay-per-view price is $70. So, simple math. I'm not going to get too deep. Crawford Porter was $70. $70, and they generated 135 buys. $70 price point, 135K. Let's do some simple math. According to these numbers, 135,000. That was the buy count. 135. I'm not going to speculate if it was inflated or not. We'll say 135. 135 times the buy point, which was $70. That fight generated $10 million, $9.4 million, right? That's with the Sean Porter. BOK Prime is charging $39.95. That's $40. So at the same price point, even if the fight did exactly the same as the Sean Porter numbers, 135, it's almost half the price. So 135, if it does the exact same numbers, 135 times 40, you cut your profits in half. 9.4 went to 5.4. This is simple business. This is simple mathematicus. This is simple arithmetic. Your price point is almost half. That means your profits are almost halved. $70 Bob Arum and ESPN sought that's what they thought and set the price at. $70, $39.95, $40. It's almost half. So you went from 9.4 million at that buy point and that buy rate and that viewership count. If it does the same thing, you cut your profit down to 5.4. Here's the only the caveat. Who said he's doing 135 what he did with a bigger name in Sean Porter versus David Avanesian, and in the pulse of this fight looks pretty abysmal? So you guys don't understand the intricacies of boxing and what it takes to sell even 100,000 pay-per-views. You have to get 100,000 mother effers to do anything. Like, imagine if you were having a party. Most people in this room, if they said, I'm throwing a party in 2 weeks, they could not gather 100,000 people. They would not be able to gather 100,000 people to commit to one singular date unless it was something really special. You know what I'm saying? They're going to bring Michael Jackson back from the dead, or Tupac hologram. You're going to have to, 100,000 people, you're going to have to put some work in. You have to know how to like host parties and, have some experience managing a club or something like that. 100,000 people, you guys overestimate, the how hard that is to do. You know what I mean? Like, look at these fights. I've been in venues for these fights, and the building feels like it's gonna collapse. And there was only like 14, 16,000 people in there. So imagine some of them soccer stadiums and stuff when they be in Argentina and they got like 40,000 people. You see what I'm saying? So you're getting 100,000 people plus to pay $40. I mean, it's possible, but we'll see. But again, back to point A, Mr. Crawford says, I don't get paid to promote. So any Bob Arum, Steven Espinoza, anybody that has experience actually making the big fights, because I ain't made the big fights, but I know how the intricacies work, that's going to be a conundrum. Guy that doesn't want to promote, guy fighting an opponent that people don't want to see him fight, fighting on an app that is lesser known than ESPN, and a guy with the sales history of fights that haven't tracked well. I mean, this is common sense. But the Bud Buddies, they want their hardest to prove me wrong and all this other stuff, and it won't happen. I'm the greatest at what I do. So back to PBC. The reason they are not willing to give Crawford some astronomical, Crawford doesn't even have Errol Spence numbers. Why would they give him 10 million? Crawford has never come close to 1 million pay-per-view buys. And you could be like, oh, neither has Errol. Crawford he's never come close to 500,000 buys. In fact, if you add up all of Terence Crawford, his pay-per-views, and he's done 3 of them, they average out to one of Errol Spence's pay-per-views. So again, from the business side, they can't afford. It's not that they can't afford. Let me take that back. They won't afford. They're not willing to afford. No one's going to afford to pay someone because they can fight an exorbitant amount of money. They're not going to promote, like Bob said, like Crawford said. They're not willing to promote. They're going to sit around and train, which is cool, and make weight and fight. And then not have no crazy build up or may not want to do the all access. No, bro, there ain't nobody doing that. More than that. What does that even mean? Notice I'm speaking eloquently and these dudes coming in saying more than that, ... What does that even mean? You don't know. They will need upwards of 400K. What are you talking about, bro? Bro, the pay-per-view is 40. I'm not even talking about how much that it will cost to break even. All I've said was the amount that he sold with Port. Bro, okay. Here's the thing. Because I like to make stuff very clear. Get the likes up. Is Crawford Porter a better fight than... See, this is why I got to get real direct with you. If Crawford Porter in 2021... a better fight or David Avanesian and Crawford in 2022? Here, I'll say it like this. Is Avanesian and Crawford this year a better fight than Porter versus Crawford last year? Yes or no? No, hold on. Listen. Is the Avanesian fight a better fight than Porter was last year for Crawford? Yes or no? Yes, David Avanesian is a better fight, or no, the David Avanesian fight is not better than Porter? Okay, everyone's saying no. Exactly. No, we all know the answer is no. Thank you. Case closed. It's not a better fight. You don't have a better product. I'm not paying you $10 million. If Black Prime wants to do it because they're trying to get their stuff off the ground, fair play to them. They'll lose money. It's that simple. If you have a worse product at a worse time because people want to see the Errol Spence fight, it's a worse fight. If you're willing to pay him that, great. You're paying him that. You're going to lose money. It's that simple. So if it's not a better fight and Crawford and Porter only did 135 on a bigger network, what type of numbers you think Bud's going to do on a lesser known, less downloaded app, Black Prime, and he's getting almost double what he got for Crawford. They said for Crawford and Porter, he got 6 to 8 million. So you giving them 10 minutes. So you're giving them more money to flop harder. Amazing. Great math. Again, if you can swing it, I ain't mad at that. But great math. You're going to fail. This could backfire on Bud when the numbers of the fight come back. They won't come back because it's a private company. And I think the numbers will be not what they should be. So I don't think that'll come out. PBC uses its negotiation to make his ability to sell seem less than it already does. What? Oh, you're saying, and that's the other thing. That's good. I'm glad you put me on that talking point. Bud makes bad decisions, like I've always said, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Because if you fight on this app and it's going to flop, I truly think it's going to flop. I truly think it's going to flop. What do you and then you think you're going to go back to Errol Spence, even though you backdoored him? That's its own issue. But you think you're going to go back to Errol Spence? That doesn't give you leverage. Hey, so instead of having 3 flop pay-per-views, this is not against Black Prime. It's not even against Crawford. It's against truth versus fact. Crawford had 3 pay-per-view chances. They all flopped. So his 4th one is the worst of the 3, the worst timing of the 3. I think it'll flop too. I mean, if you guys are optimistic and you think he flopped 3 times in a row on pay-per-view and then this 4th one is the charm, God bless you. So you're getting paid more to flop harder with the worst fight. Amazing. If you can make that make sense financially, more power to you. I don't see it. But even if you do all that, if it does flop, you go back to PBC if they even want to negotiate with you after what you did and say, hey, last time we talked, I had 3 flops, but now I got 4. What kind of guarantee? That's why I'm saying is the business doesn't make sense. If they weren't giving you the guarantee that you wanted, you pick a fight that people are calling a cherry pick and a horrible fighter. I'm not saying he's horrible. I'm saying what people are saying. I don't think he's horrible. I ain't gonna do him like that. I don't think he's horrible. But what I'm saying, the perception is you're fighting someone that no one wants to see you fight. And some people are saying it's a cherry pick and I never heard of this guy, blah, blah, blah. So if you're trying to up your leverage, if they didn't want to give you the guarantee that you wanted initially, because that's what Crawford's fans are saying. They're like, oh, they didn't want to give him the guarantee and pay him what he wanted. Why do you think this is not a power move, in my opinion, that would make, if they even want to negotiate with you again, because I think the etiquette of the business was bad if you snaked them and didn't tell them that you had other plans, right? If they even want to negotiate with you again, when you talk to him, you had 3 flops confirmed by Bob Arum, who said, I lost money on every Crawford fight. Now you have the worst flop of all, which is BLK Prime. And I'm talking flop in a financial sense. It's not a flop if Crawford gets 10 million. It's a flop for the numbers and the anticipation for the fight. Financial flop. That's what I'm talking about. Not for Crawford's independent bank account. So now even if PBC wants to talk to you again, you say, hey, I'm coming off the heels of a horrible performance. That's not how things work. And I think anybody who's not a groupie, they can admit to that. Like when if an actor has a movie and in that particular movie, he had an amazing performance, like Get Out. Remember the dude from Get Out, right? Jordan Peele. Who's seen the movie Get Out? Who has seen the movie Get Out? Who's seen the movie Get Out? Brother Eli says, not hating, but if you don't have a Fire Stick or Chromecast, I don't get into that type of stuff. So I don't know about no Fire Stick and all this other stuff you're talking about. Okay, Get Out. So that was a 2017 Jordan Peele movie, right? And it became an instant cult classic. The actor, if you look at it, that role people started taking notice because it was a good film. So Daniel Kaluuya, he started doing other roles. And then he did another Jordan Peele movie, the Nope movie. That's how it usually works. You're coming off a strong performance as an actor, so then they want to cast you in other big movies. Like, remember, he was in Black Panther too. Daniel Kaluuya, he did Black Panther probably off the strength of people seeing the Get Out and liking his performance. So, you know, it became an easy cast. Michael B. Jordan did Fruitvale Station, then he does Creed. You see how this works? And then from Creed, they liked him in Creed and Fruitvale. So they said, Michael B. Jordan, we want you to be Killmonger in Black Panther. You see how that works? So usually off of strong performances where you reach a certain level of critical acclaim or the movie does well or whatever, that pushes you to your next gig. Crawford is coming off a bad move, in my opinion, all things considered, not a power move. That doesn't strengthen yourself at the negotiating table, even if you come back to PBC, which is the point I'm making. That gives you less leverage. If all your fights have flopped on pay-per-view financially, and then you have another fight, so that shows me Crawford, that shows a level of selfishness where he doesn't care. It's not really about the stuff. This is what makes it look bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is what makes it look all time, because people are looking at Crawford differently. We've always looked at Crawford as a dog. We've always looked at Crawford as, oh, he's the dog and he's the, savage legacy builder. Oh, he's the next Sugar Ray Leonard and what people have said about him. So when you do this, then David Avenesian is not really doing anything for your legacy. So you did a bait and switch with Errol Spence in negotiations after making Errol Spence look soft or saying that he was soft. And then now the claim to fame is he needs a tune-up and he's getting $10 million. So you see how this harms Crawford and his legacy, that whole legacy talk, because that's not a legacy move. That's not a legacy move. Fight on an unknown nap and you're taken care of, but the fans aren't taken care of. The fans aren't getting what they want. You had a legacy fight on the table, and because you didn't want probably the guarantee, you wanted it to be higher, which PBC, they don't do business like that. They're not going to do business that's bound to shoot them in the foot. So it's not a legacy move for Crawford, in my opinion. So, and again, the business mind of Crawford is astonishing. If you think you can snake somebody and then 2 months later say, hey, like, okay, if you were with a girl and she cheated on you with her coworker and 2 months later she want to get back, are you going to get back with her? I mean, this is just simple. This is a real question. If you're with a girl and she cheated on you and then two months later she said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you to catch me in the bed with my coworker on your bed, take me back, are you going to do it? LVL, $5. Aren't the sanctions in boxing coming with new rules in 2023? Force champions to fight. I haven't heard about that, to be honest. I don't know. He said, I ain't coming back, no sir. So again, PBC, if they were blindsided by Crawford's actions, there's no guarantee that they're like, oh, let's wait. Let's not get Errol Spence a fight when we could have already fought in November, but Crawford was playing. And let's wait for Crawford and Avenesian December 10th before we work. I mean, this is like, honestly, this is the most astonishing thing I've probably heard in recent boxing. This entitlement sense of behavior, from Team Crawford. They're talking about, oh, we're going to fight him in February. Who says they're going to wait for you, bro? You're doing your own thing on a completely unrelated app with your own person. The negotiations are dry. They fizzled out. They might have to talk to Stanionis or Ennis, or Errol might move up. What are you talking about? We gonna fight in February. Like they just gonna wait for you. And again, this shows me the lack of business sense from Crawford, that you think that you're going to fight an unrelated character with a different situation after bailing out of negotiations, and you can come, it's a revolving door. You could just come back when you want. They're trying to build their calendar out. They have to contact venues for their events. They have to contact fighters' teams and VADAs and WBCs and stuff for their events. They don't just sit and wait for Bud to fight in Omaha and then he can just come when he wants. I mean, this sounds stupid, bro. Kamal Oz says, Bud's Triple G is like, I'm all about legacy, lie is proven. Boom. Bro, and then here's the thing. PBC, people are like, oh, they don't have no calendar fights for the rest of the year. Guess what? They're trying to do Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, which has taken some time, and they're trying to figure that out and the logistics, and they're trying to work on Bud. So if you have two massive fights, you're not going to be like, oh, we got these massive fights that we can make. Let's not worry about that so we can get Jamal James a fight. That's not going to make sense. Oh, Jamal James got to get – they're not worried about Jamal James when you got two massive money-making fights for your networks. So Crawford has completely stifled their calendar because it's a budget thing. You know what I'm saying? For your budget, you can't just – you got to know what – just Canelo did this too when he was negotiating with Caleb Plant for September. They didn't want to pull the trigger on other events because they don't know if they're getting Canelo or what if he's going to fight on DAZN versus Bevo. So they have to figure that out first before they move on and start spending the budget in other areas. This is just common sense, bro. Don't forget he lied on Showtime and EJ. In what other way? What do you mean? What way? Bro, this looks terrible for Bud. I don't care. There ain't none of y'all convinced me otherwise. Here's another deal. If Bud was operating in good faith, I make points that no one else has made. If Bud was truly operating and negotiating in good faith and wanted the Errol Spence fight done, why didn't he do his tune-up on PBC? If that was your issue, inactivity, why didn't you do the tune-up on PBC? Why, if you've already wasted 9 months with a company and you really want to do big, because keep in mind, Bud said he wanted to whoop Errol Spence and then whoop Jermell Charlo, the undisputed guy, in the weight class higher. So if that was your real life intent, why would you be doing a tune-up with a whole separate entity and a whole separate company that completely caught off guard PBC? And Steven Espinoza said that on Chicken Talk, Twitter Spaces, instead of doing an in-house tune-up with PBC, signing a 3-fight deal, say, hey, give me Lipinets, and then I'll fight Errol next, and then we'll do an Errol rematch next. You said, hey, surprise, I got $10 million from some other operation and some other outfit, right? But I want to fight Errol and Charlo. It doesn't make sense. He did say that, though. Bro, if one of you, listen, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to elaborate, Timothy Webb. If one of you idiots leave another comment like that, where you're saying something, but you're not really saying anything, you will be blocked. Timothy Webb, go. He did say that, though. What the does that even mean? He did say that, though. Well connected. What's up? $2. Thank you. He did say that, though. Who are you talking to? What are you talking about? Who said what? Bro, you guys have to understand, this is a boxing dialogue and chat. The real people making comments have comments where you can read it and immediately know what they're talking about. I'm agreeing with you. Well, what are you talking about? He said that. What does that mean? He did say that. Who said what? Oh, man. Well, man, he might have caught a stray then. Y'all saying I'm reading it wrong. I caught a stray then. My bad. Timothy Webb. This whole thing is infuriating. So y'all gonna catch these strays occasionally. Listen, y'all, that's friendly fire. I don't even know what you're talking about, but he said he did say that. Whatever. My bad for the stray. Bro, why, if you said you want to fight Errol and Charlo, why are you fighting on another network then? If that was your real intent. So Al Heyman got Charlo and damn near everybody else worth a damn at 54. Same thing at 47. Errol and everybody else with a big name at 47. So why are you going to BLK Prime? As opposed to everything. So, bro, oh my gosh. Y'all getting cooked. I know he said that. I know he said it. I don't make stuff up for the heck of it. Can y'all get the likes up? Bro, if you wanted to do business, it's the bottom line is this. If you wanted to do business with a certain people, even if you needed a tune-up, why not do the business with them? So you're already integrated in the system. You know how Al Heyman works. You get a fight on your belt, and then you move to, and then, because like, bro, what I'm saying, tell me this don't make sense. If Crawford said, I need a tune-up because I've been out the ring long, and then I'm going to whoop Errol Spence's butt, but he had his first fight with PBC, and he fought Lipinets off the Omar Figueroa performance, and then we knew he was fighting Errol Spence. All he had to do was get past Lipinets, and then he could fight Errol Spence in the spring. Would anybody be mad? Or would you be as mad as you are now? Bro, I'm destroying y'all. If you listen to the content, I'm destroying y'all. If Crawford signed, if a report came out from Mike Coppinger or whoever, and it says Crawford signs a 3-fight deal, his first fight is against Sergey Lipinets on PBC. They're putting it on Showtime in January, and then he can fight Errol Spence in May, and there's a rematch clause bilaterally. Would you be as mad at that, even though you don't want to see him fight Lipinets? You don't want to see him fight a tune-up. Would you be as mad at that as this whole BLK Prime and David Avanesian on a different network? Would you be as mad? I don't care about no comment. I care about my questions. Y'all not ducking this fade and y'all not getting away from these questions. Would you be mad if the report said it was a 3-fight deal, tune-up first, and then Errol next, all on PBC? Would you be mad? As mad as you are right now, would you be more mad at that solution? Dante said I would be good with that. So again, as I've stated, it's not even just what you did, it's how you did it. It's that simple. Because boxing fans, we have to deal with the way Crawford did it. If he did it the way I'm saying, you wouldn't necessarily like that there was this interim guy, but even if he was the same guy, David Avanesian, if he was fighting David Avanesian, struck a deal with PBC, and that's what the report said, and he was fighting David Avanesian on PBC, guaranteed if he gets past Avanesian to fight Errol on PBC, people would not be mad. People would not be as mad as they are now. Because, yeah, a slight inconvenience, but everything's moving in the right direction. The way Bud did it, business brain Bud, is completely different, and he did it the way he did it, and now everyone's pissed. But shout out to Ray Son. Listen, he said that's a clear and understandable path to the title fight we all want to see undisputed. Exactly. No one would be as mad and fuming because it's a path that still would make sense. It's just a minor hiccup. That's like if somebody, if you're dating a girl, right? I'm the king of these analogies, man. If you were going on a date with the girl and you really wanted to see her, and she said, hey, I'm not flaking on you, but my dog pooped in the carpet and I got to clean it up. I'm going to be running 30 minutes late. Would you be like, no, bitch, it's over. I don't want to see you anymore. Or would you be like, Okay, you know, I gotta wait a little bit longer. Would you cancel? Listen, would you be mad at the girl if she called you with something reasonable like that and said, "Hey, I'm running late. The date is still on. I got to clean up this dog mess that the dog unexpectedly laid"? Spaz, that sounds stupid. Stop. As opposed to a girl calling you and say, "Hey, you know about that date we were supposed to have? I'm not coming." You would be more mad at the girl that called you and said there's a slight inconvenience. I got to clean up some dog poo or there's traffic, but the date's still on. You would not be more mad at that girl who told you about a slight inconvenience, traffic, I'm running late, as opposed to the girl that just all the way flaked on you. Crawford all the way flaked on us. Crawford, he canceled the whole date. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a date in February. Errol's, Crawford, you canceled the whole date. I'm never going to be more mad at the person who's like, oh, gave me a little bit notice and say, hey, I got to clean up this dog mess. We still on for tonight. But instead of 8, I'll meet you at 8:45. Stop it. So again, if you took, it just looked like bad business, shady business. This is how Dre Ward did it for a 3-fight Kovalev deal. Thank you. Emperor Niter, thank you. And then the other thing is the whole BLK Prime, it's like this big mystery. No one knows the money men and the front men with the money. Crawford still ain't posted it. So it still feels a bit eerie. You know what I'm saying? They got $10 million, but they got misspellings on their website. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Versus if he kept it with PBC and kept it in-house, you would be maybe mad that he did an extra fight, but you can at least understand that, hey, get past one last dude and we for real getting the Errol fight. Crawford canceled the whole date. Completely different things. Like, look, I'm on a website. Look, they just had one thing on there now. After I started talking about them lone wolf fights, now they got one. So this is all the website says. Just one piece of information. Rent me now. Rent me now. That's it. But luckily, you can't escape the fade with me. I got screenshots. I didn't forget about the Canadian and Gorilla. Bro, look, they took all this off the website. Nah, put that back up. Why they remove it off the website? Bro, it just looked weird. Why they change this off the website? Where Canadian and Gorilla at now? Why they do that? See, I got a screenshot. I got receipts for mine. Nah, where the one-eyed wolf at? I got screenshots. I got receipts. Don't try to erase these fights, these street beef fights now. Nah, where one-eyed wolf? Where my dog at? Bro, there's no escaping the fate. Where the one-eyed wolf? Where Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, all these fighters you had. Now all of a sudden they just say Crawford Avanesian. Rent me now. All right. Where the Big Bad Wolf? I'm the Big Bad Wolf. I'm the Big Bad Wolf of boxing. They gonna just where my guy Reckless Rico? Yeah, facts. Yeah, hold on. Where cuz at? Where Reckless Rico? Look. He looked reckless as hell. Where my dude Miminon and the Black Goku? Why you remove all that? Why they take it down when Boxing Ego say so? They had it on that stuff been up since February, and then Boxing Ego say something about it, then they gonna take it down. No, where Joanna Man? Nah, I didn't forget none of it. Listen, I got receipt. Where Joanna Man with the boxing commentary? Yeah. Bro, where is Joanna Man? Listen, I'm the true alpha. I'm the real man. You say that you want a man? They got commentary from Joanna Man. That's a bar. Listen, I said I'm the king of boxing. I'm the real alpha. You said that you want a man? I'm him. They got commentary from Joanna Man. Yeah, where Brain Norman at? Nah, don't try to clean it up now, man. Yeah, where Pretty Ricky and Brain Norman, all the other stuff you said, and the Chai Heath Center. Man, come on, bro. So the whole thing is, I don't really get it. That's my personal opinion. That's my honest to God opinion. I don't really get it. If y'all get it, y'all get it. I don't really get it. Where did, man, it looked like Drewski record label. What's his record? What's Drewski's record label? Never Sign Again Records or whatever. That's what it looked like. Drewski. Where Drewski? Bro, what is Drewski's record label? It looked like Drewski drew them pictures and all that. One-Eyed Wolf and all this stuff. One-Eyed Willie. Could have been records. Yeah, it's Drewski. Where Drewski at? I know he got some fight dates. So the whole thing would have been different if he would have just did it in a way that I guess would have been perceived better. Teofimo signed to Triller. He got J-Lo. Crawford signed to BLK Prime, and he got One-Eye Wolf. All right. He got Scarface and One-Eye Wolf. All right. All right. And y'all tell me I'm wrong. Y'all know y'all lying. Tunnel Vision. What does clearing your entire... Oh, my God. He says, what does clearing your entire site show about how you feel about your product? It was never a problem until BOXINGEGO said something about it. Now they have to revamp the whole thing. I told you. When I speak, everybody listen. One-Eye Wolf sound like a name you call your Johnson. I'm done. I can't, bro. I'm done, bro. And like, here's the thing. Where's the undercard? Tell me who's on the undercard. Did you guys figure this out, or were you just happy to get Crawford on the platform? Who's the undercard? Inform me. I want to support Crawford. Who on the undercard? Ego, you didn't say something. You killed him. Edgar, what's up? Crawford fighting street beefs. Y'all tripping. They got Kia. My neck. My bad. Lick my and my cat. Who is on the undercard? Papa Smurf versus Jason. Amazing. One-Eye Wolf and Black Goku. Y'all trolling, bro. So I don't get it. If y'all get it and you like the Bud move, whatever. But to me, I thought it was shiesty. That poo shiesty. I thought it was poo shiesty. They ain't got nothing on their website. Hopefully they fix this. Like, when are tickets on sale? Listen. Oh my gosh, bro. He said they can't pay for a ref. I'm done, bro. Bro, and here's the thing. This is why, and I'm saying this from a perspective. Someone said they got Blueface versus his girlfriend with the tooth. I'm done. Elijah Wild, and he all the way bugged out. He said Blueface 100. But even them them social gloves cards, I don't know the ups and downs, but they have full cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have full card, like KSI, all that stuff. All them dudes that is Jake Paul, all of the YouTubers that are fighting, they announced the whole card. And it'd be like Salt Poppy and KSI and his brother. You know what I'm saying? It don't just be like Crawford Avanesian. Who else? That's it? It's just Crawford Avanesian? These are serious questions. I'm asking real questions. No one in boxing wants to ask the real questions. Is a one fight deal? Is there an undercard? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think y'all understand the intricacies of boxing. Somebody got to do the camera work. Somebody got to do the lights. Somebody gaffers. Somebody got to do the sound. Somebody got to operate the crane. You know, like when I'm at the fights, they got the crane doing certain angles. You got to have a ref. You got to get 3 judges. You got to get a commission. Usually there's an undercard. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes into these fights. You got to get someone to break down the ring. Every time I leave a fight, they got this cleanup crew and they break down the ring hella quick. It's a lot. I'm telling you. I have footage of just the cleanup crews and stuff, and they start busting the ring down in seconds and minutes. You know what I mean? It's a lot that goes into these fights. So, of course, I'm going to have questions when it's something foreign that's foreign to me, at least. These are legit questions. Exactly. I mean, and it's funny because when 50 Cent came into boxing, people were like, oh, you got Gamboa. What are you doing? But 50 Cent, he got bread. We know he got bread. You know what I'm saying? And people, like I said, people pick and choose who can come into boxing and who people will give a chance to. So these are literally legit questions. People keep banking on the fact that it was stated that Crawford is getting 8 figures. There's a lot that goes into building a fight. That's why you got to take your time, and you know what I'm saying? We'll see what Crawford does on Black Prime. Yeah, like Jake Paul, I can tell you who's on his undercard right now. I can tell you right now. Dude that just knocked out Adrian Peterson, right? He got Milton on there. Like, I can tell you his card. I don't know nothing about this Crawford event. Crawford hasn't even posted it. I'm going to check. I'm going to check again. I'm going to check every hour. Crawford hasn't even posted it. And you're telling me this is great business and I understand it and get your money, Crawford. That's all fanatical fan stuff. They finna do camera work with an iPhone 6. Y'all wrong. Nah, listen, everybody has humble beginnings, start somewhere. It's not even about that because my channel started from somewhere. I get that. I understand how it is to start a business because I am one. But I'm just telling you, like, I don't know. We'll see if they're equipped to actually put on a fight of this magnitude. Bernie the boxer's on the undercard. I thought he was retired, so I don't know. I'm telling you, it's a lot that goes into making a fight. And you can have all the investors and stuff that you want. If they don't know boxing, all that money and stuff don't matter because you'll find out how hard boxing is. It's a hard sport. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can have money, be like, oh yeah, I want to get into boxing. And then you see how it runs and see what it requires. And then you might not want to be in boxing. I'm just telling you how it works. Like the Brian Norman, he said his fight got canceled 4 or 5 times on this same app. I mean, these are real life questions. That's concerning. He's a great fighter. He sparred with Crawford and he had a fight that got canceled 4 or 5 times. So, you know, maybe the logistics didn't work out or whatever. But that's concerning because I've never seen him do it. Like, you never know until it's done. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. If this fight happens and all that, like they're saying, we'll see how they handle it. You know, I don't wish people ill will and bad fate. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be what it's going to be. But I do have questions, and that's what I'll keep saying. I have questions. There's a great opportunity for BLK Prime since you got street beefs and now you got Crawford. There's a great opportunity to show us what you're working with. Show us that you can put on an event of this magnitude that people are happy with and that people will support. They're going to start a GoFundMe for this. Hey, Ricky, bro, come on. He said a GoFundMe. I'm of the belief that it won't happen. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, if you're paying Crawford, you know what this seems like to me? I've been thinking about this a lot. It almost seemed like Crawford's such a bad businessman that he's trying to, like, he was trying to up his price with this move with PBC. Like, hey, like, okay, let's say we're in high school And then there's a girl. I really want to go to prom with this girl, right? Hold on, I got one for y'all. If we're all in high school and there's this girl and I'm like, I really want to go to prom with this girl. And I say, hey, Nicole, will you go to prom with me? And she says, I'll think about it. And she put me on the waiting game. And then I talked to her the next day and I'm like, hey, Rachel wants to go to the prom with me. So you got to let me know. And then Rachel don't really want to go to prom with me, but I said that she want to go to prom with me. So basically it's a way of like trying to increase the pressure. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're selling something and then you make it sound like so many people want to buy it from you so you can hurry up and sell it. But in all actuality, you don't have all these people trying to buy it for you. Because if you had so many people trying to buy it, you would just sell it and you're not going to even give no warning to the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm selling something and everybody wants it, then I sell to the highest bidder and I'm done. I'm not going to be like, hey, you better hurry up and buy this. You don't have time to do that stuff. So I don't know if Bud was trying to like run a play and like, hey, I don't need y'all. I'm showing you I don't need you. And they giving me 10 million. So he pulled this little stunt. And then like, we don't even know if they're giving him 10 million. That's what they were saying. But now maybe in his mind, he feels that, hey, I tell the world I'm getting 10 million. And then when I go back to PBC, if they're even willing to talk to me for the Spence fight, now I can tell them that I made 10 million in my last fight. But I don't think PBC will fall for something like that. Bro, it's like when you apply for a credit card. Ego is breaking down the fundamentals of advertising. Francisco, thank you. It's like when you apply for a credit card. Hurry up and buy. Hey, King Corleone must be stopped, bro. He said, hurry up and buy. Facts. If you're applying for a credit card and your credit score is 350, and then your annual income is 10,000, and then you're applying for a credit card, and then even though your credit score is 350 and your annual income, your yearly income is 10,000, it's a questionnaire, and then you say my credit score is 779, and you say that I make 150,000 a year, and then you apply for that credit card, and then it like prints up the little receipt, and it'd be like, sorry, you've been declined. We'll send you a letter in the mail. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like if you go to Best Buy and say, I want a credit card, it's going to ask you some questions. Oh, alimony, how much you make a year and all that type of stuff, right? You can, if you made 10,000 a year, you could tell them you made 250,000, 100,000. But when they run that test and they run that background check, that doesn't check out and they still decline you. So if Bud is lying or like putting out this notion that he's getting $10 million, when they run the credit check and the background check, they not finna fall for that. Oh, you told us you got 10 million, so I guess we got to give you 14 versus Errol. That's stupid, bro. So I hope that's not the move. You make 10,000 a year, you're going to tell the questionnaire that you made 150, knowing you're lying. So I don't know whether, this is an ongoing argument. Did he make the 10? Is he going to make 10? Is the fight going to happen? If he got the 10 million, you got him. I don't know what to say. But financially, I mean, let me get some water. I'm gonna put it like this. Hold on, natural immunity. Natural immunity says Ja Rule make more money for a feature verse in 2022 than Bud does on pay-per-view. Wow. I'm glad y'all put Ja Rule. I'm glad my channel member just said the name Ja Rule, because he reminded me. If y'all want me to bring the rule back, everybody put Ja Rule, or you could put Ja. If y'all want me to bring the rule back, my man, natural immunity, he just reminded me. If y'all want me to be the RULE, that rule baby type Ja Rule, what would Ja do? If y'all want me to bring that Murder Inc. back, I'm about to slay y'all with that Murder Inc. It must be the air that got me like that. If it get any fatter, man, the rule go have to get at her. And our situation won't matter. I come to make you smile in the freakiest manner. J to the L-O. Hello. No, I'm not Lee Harvey Oswald. I'm the rule, the shot call. Bro, I'm MJ with the fadeaway. Hold on. Natural immunity. I'm so glad you said Ja Rule, baby. I'ma ride to the end of the road, baby. This life would drive me crazy. Been getting high lately. Wondering if the world gonna take me. What if my gangsters at? What if my bro? Speaking of Terence Crawford and Ja Rule, I got a connection for you. And I know people, they like, oh, but see, I don't get on here just bump my gums. I'm the best that's ever lived. I do my research on everything. I know people are scratching their head like, what does Terence Crawford and Ja Rule got to do with each other? That's what the fans want to know from Boxing Ego. They like Ja and Bud. Let me show you, man. I'ma ride to the end of the road, baby. This life would drive me crazy. Been getting high lately. Whatever. Bro, I know you see it. Wondering where the logo, baby. Whatever my bitch is at. Bro, I know y'all see that Ja Rule. I know y'all see that rule, baby. RULE. Bro, I'm always on time like Ja Rule. I know y'all seen that Ja Rule. And I know some of y'all still scratch your head. They like, please tell us, Boxing Ego, why are you bringing up that picture of Ja Rule? What does he got to do with Crawford? I'm a ride at the end of the road, baby. This life will drive me crazy. What does that say? Lloyd, Twister, Ja Rule. I know some of y'all still don't get it. They like, what? What is this picture? What are you talking about? I'm going to explain to you. Ja Rule got a show the same night as Terence Crawford Avenesian, where the fight at? Where the concert at? In Omaha, Nebraska, the same night. Bro, Terence Crawford is fighting in Omaha, Nebraska, December 10th, on the same night as this concert with my boy Ja Rule. They got Twister. They got Ashanti. They got Lloyd in Omaha. So Crawford got to compete with a concert down the street against my boy Ja. I'm going to ride to the end of the road, baby. This life will drive me crazy. Holla, holla. Oh, my, that get dollars. Bro, this is good business. My boy Bud is competing with Ja on the same night in Omaha. Bro, this was well thought out. Look, he fighting at the Baxter Arena. Bud fighting at the Child Health Center, the Heath Center, and my boy Ja finna be at Omaha, Nebraska the same night at the Baxter Arena. Hold on. Y'all want to play with me? Okay. Y'all want to play with me? Baxter Arena. Watch how this work. Watch how it work. And the concert is fire. Bro, hold on. Baxter or hold on, let me get this. Hold on, let me get a piece. Y'all want a piece? You want a piece of this Q? Hold on. Bro, Bud has a competing event with Ja Rule on the same night in the same state, in the same city. All right. It's gonna be it's gonna be Firefest 2022. Man, y'all better, I told y'all leave me alone. Y'all don't want to leave me alone. I'm at you. Touch me again, I'm at you, bro. Hold on. Bro. Hold on. Let me get this. So it will be if they try to don't try to switch the date now that Rule coming. Nah, listen, Crawford, don't switch the date now that you know now that I just revealed this. Listen, don't switch the date. Go head to head with Ja. Nah, bump that. Bro. Crawford gotta go head to head with Ja. Don't try to switch off the date. You battling my boy Ja in the Fire Festival. Bro, how do you find these things? Because I am the greatest that has ever lived in boxing history in the digital age of giving you guys content. He said Ja Bro, y'all petty as hell. He said Ja Rule want expense transparency. Hold on. Can y'all get the likes up? Can y'all get the likes up? Listen, I'm about to body y'all. Listen, I'm from the barrio, so I gotta catch a body, yo. I'm trying to put it all together for y'all. Can y'all please get my money up or get my likes up? I don't care which one, but y'all will get something up. Yeah, y'all better get it up. I'm putting it together for y'all right now. Y'all caught me off guard. Okay. Players mess up. Okay. You tell me they got 10 million for Bud. All right, bet. Please hold. Get my likes up. Please hold. Get my likes up. We should be at 800. I told you I'm the best in the business. Y'all, I told you, don't mess with me no more. Cause you know there's no one in the world of boxing today, especially on YouTube, Me Too, none of that too, that's messing with me, that's more thorough than me. I'm thorough in every borough. Y'all know that. Cause I give you my opinion for sure, but I'm supporting it with facts and things you can tangibly see. So it's not just, so it's my opinion, but it's mixed with the facts. He said the fight will be like Crawford versus Brooks in the bubble with no audience. Wow. I'm preparing it up for y'all so y'all get the better picture. I want y'all to get the bigger picture. I can't believe he left Top Rank for this. Hey. Hold on, y'all. I'm almost done. Where is Ja? That's what Crawford finna be saying December 10th. He gonna be like, where is Ja? All right. If you're just joining me, please get the likes up so I could catch this body real quick. You said, I can't believe he left. He left. My man said he can't believe he left Top Rank for this. All right. Ego just ended all debates with this. All right. I got everything queued up. Y'all ready? Get the likes to 800, and then I'm about to cook y'all. I only want y'all to work with me. In case you're just joining me, I'm going to show you how this all works. I'm going to put y'all to bed real nice. I'm going to read y'all that bedtime story. I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. $800 likes and I'm slaying. That's it. Y'all playing, I'm slaying. 800 likes and I'm at you. We almost there. Once we touch 800, it's over. It's over. It's over. Mr. Catch Your Body TV. Once we get to 800, it's over. I'm going to push the button on 800. Rockabye, baby. If you're just joining me, we're talking about Crawford. So on top of like, they say he's getting 8 figures, 10 million to fight in Omaha against Avanesian. You know how the fight has been met. You know, it's been met with resistance or whatever. It's on a startup app. And then what y'all don't know is my boy Ja. Bro, Ashanti, Ja Rule, Twista, and Lloyd all have a concert the same night as the Crawford fight. Welterweight Terence Crawford to fight David Avanesian in Omaha, December 10th. Ja Rule and Ashanti, December 10th, oh yeah, in Omaha at the Baxter Arena. So that means Crawford is going head to head, because I've been to Omaha and it's not like bigger cities. We'll just put it like that. It's not like bigger cities at all. It's quiet. So when they do have an event, I'm sure the whole people be coming out. You feel what I'm saying? People come out because it's not like New York. It's definitely not like Cali, where these bigger cities where there's always something to do. So if you live in like the cornfields, the sticks, like Omaha, you might want to go to the concert. You feel me? You might want to go to Crawford show. But, you know, people going to pick whatever they want to do. But the reality is he getting paid to fight on a streaming app that's a startup app, and he has to compete with Ja Rule, Ashanti, Twista, Lloyd, and whoever else is at this concert in Omaha on the same night. That's rough. Now, I told you I do my research. So I wanted to see exactly how close in proximity that Baxter Arena in the Chai Health Center is. Because they're fighting on, because like if it's spaced out enough, like, and it's on crazy sides of the town, you know what I mean? Like people might like, oh, I'm not driving an hour to see Ja Rule, right? So I did it for y'all. Chai Health Center and the Baxter Arena. It's an 11-minute drive. They are, I told you, Omaha's not that big, y'all. Omaha's not that big from what I've seen. It's 11 minutes away. So Crawford is getting 10 million to fight on the same night as Ja Rule, and their events are 11 minutes away. And it's against an unknown name. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the happened to you? I got the sickest vendetta. So that's rough. Unknown name. Crawford, I know he's a hometown hero. I get that. But that's what you up against. That's what you facing. You got to battle a music concert, Ashanti, Ja Rule, and she got a hit song with Diddy, the remix, on the same night in the same city, 11 minutes away. That's what you up against. So, we'll see how people, what they feel about the fight and, what event they'll go to. But that's why I say all this stuff seems rushed. I don't know if the people involved know all this type of stuff. But why is it that Boxing Ego is doing the research And if you're hosting, like you would think that if you're hosting the Bud event, you would have did the research. You know, I'm a YouTuber. How does a YouTuber do the research to be like, okay, we got a competing event and, you know, is this the best date? Blah, blah, blah. Is his concert sold out? I didn't look into all that. I don't care. I mean, it don't matter if it's sold out or not. You got to battle. Okay, Bud is a black athlete, right? Ja Rule is a black recording artist. Twista is a black recording artist. Ashanti is a black recording artist. Lloyd is a black recording artist. So there could be some crossover fans, like fans of Crawford, but also fans of like hip hop music. There's probably a direct cross. Like it'd be one thing if it was like a Leonard Skinner concert, because I don't know how many Crawford fans might like Leonard Skinner or Bruce Springsteen or something. You see what I'm saying? But if it's an urban market and you got two events that have urban, now they're split. I've been showing y'all the business since I started, and definitely in this episode. So I don't know. That's why I said you could have fought Errol in February, but you're going up against Ashanti and Ja Rule and all this type of stuff. Ashanti's still fine as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. The business don't really seem right to me. That's just my opinion. He said it is the same culture. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like the same, like urban market. You know, like I said, some people that watch Crawford like hip hop too. I mean, I like Crawford. I don't mind Ja Rule and Ashanti and all them too. You see what I'm saying? So there definitely is a crossover appeal. So we'll see how that fares. But I have more for you. It keeps getting worse. I mean, it keeps getting worse. Listen, likes or loot. I don't know why we're struggling. Likes or loot. I've been cooking for 3 hours. That y'all gonna respect that. Listen, y'all ain't got no choice. Y'all gotta respect that. I've been giving y'all straight heat. One person. Dolo. Me. There's more though. And even though I'm a YouTuber, I'm telling you the business. These are the logistics. If you're throwing an event, you have to consider all of these types of things. You have to consider all these types of things if you're running an event. You know what I'm saying? Because like, okay, if I'm dropping an album and Drake's dropping an album, it's probably not the good, you know what I'm saying? Probably not a great day to drop the album if you're in the same market. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're going to have to compete with Drake. If you have an independent movie and it's a smaller independent company, and then Fast and the Furious is dropping in theaters, Avengers is dropping in theaters, that's probably not a good day to go up against the Avengers. Yeah, there's more. Likes or loot, and I'll show you the more. I got some more. Listen, I'm not working for free. Y'all got to get them likes up. The sooner y'all do that, the sooner we can advance this dialogue. Y'all better get with it. Cause I don't record for the haters. So if they just the haters, y'all gotta show that love. I'm schooling y'all on the business. My man said Ashanti got more fans in Omaha than Bud. Y'all wrong. All right, there's more. If y'all want more, type more in the comment section. If you're just joining, here's a good spot. So we're talking about Crawford Avenesian on BLK Prime. 11 minutes away. You guys see, 11 minutes away on the same night. Crawford, December 10th, Omaha. 11 minutes away, Ja Rule is performing a concert. with Ashanti and them. So this is what his event is competing with. But the fans want more. But wait, there's more. December 10th. Boom. Sources. Teofimo Lopez fights Jose Pedraza. What does that date say? What does that say? In New York on December 10th. You see how this works? You see how this works? So in addition to Christmas shopping and all this type of stuff for December, you have a boxing event that, it's not in the same state, but it's in New York, but it's free on ESPN on the same night. So you got Bud Crawford fighting on the same. This is how business works. Bud Crawford is fighting in the same city, 11 minutes away. Ja Rule, Ashanti, Twista, and Lloyd, and whoever else might be at this concert in the Baxter Arena. So Bud's going to be in the Shy Health Center. Ja Rule, Ashanti, Twista, and Lloyd having a hip-hop concert 11 minutes away at the Baxter Arena on the same night. And then Terence Crawford also competes with ESPN and Top Rank, his former promoter, and they have a Teofimo Lopez versus Pedraza card. And here's the thing. Like I said yesterday, Top Rank, they have leverage in building cards based on the fact that they have a stable. So, I mean, we're not going to see Shakur Stevenson on a TO undercard, but you might get Keyshawn Davis. You might get, Ricardo Torres. You might get Nico Ali. I haven't even looked into that. I don't know you might get Jared Anderson. I mean, I don't know who's on Teofimo's undercard, but I do know Top Rank has an actual stable. So you got a ESPN fight with Teofimo Pedraza and actual Top Rank fighters on free network TV, ESPN. You can use my link to get the ESPN Plus app as well to watch it. And these are all the debacles and, debauchery that Crawford has to go up against. That sounds like Arum trying to bury Bud. And because Arum's event got announced before Crawford. So that don't make sense. Arum was just doing his business because his fight got announced before Bud's fight. So it's not, Arum didn't do this to spite Crawford. Look, this was announced on October 11th. It's just business as usual. So that don't, Bud is the one that made his fight after this report had already came out. So it was him and his event, his BLK Prime. They got to look at the logistics and figure out if this date makes sense. T.O. Pedraza and whatever else is on that card for the undercard. Bud Crawford, same night. Ja Rule, same night. I mean, that's my time, people. That's my time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. A lot that I went over. Rewind this tape. This is a lot. And it makes you wonder. I mean, Bud at this point, maybe he should have just stayed in with the PBC deal. But then again, if he is getting 10 million, then he getting, if that check clear, then, I guess his service is done. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he wins in that situation. But I don't know about the world of boxing. Does the world of boxing win under that circumstance? Does the world of boxing like shine better with this fight and things like that? And see, like, the thing is, like, Ja Rule, Ashanti, either you like their music or you don't. Crawford, his fight hasn't been met with the utmost cheers. You see what I'm saying? So people, if people want to see the Ja Rule concert, if they like it, they like it. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to go to it. Bud, they can like Bud and be like, I either do or don't want to see the Avanesian fight. I want to support the Avanesian fight or I don't. So we'll see. We'll see. But for me, that I've literally laid out all of my reasons of why I thought it was not the proper business move, why it wasn't the proper business etiquette, and why it didn't make sense to me. And I think I did a damn good job in doing it. Black Prime looks like a shell company. Listen, that's their business. How much are Ja Rule's tickets? I mean, listen, I gave y'all the information. I'm not gonna spoon feed y'all. Y'all can look up who's on the concert too. You look that up. Listen, y'all. So, see, this is the thing. Some of y'all don't want to hit the like button and stuff like that, and then y'all want me to spoon feed you all the information. I gave you the information. You can go to Google and research this information as well and see how much tickets cost and do future research, double check my work. My stuff checks out. I've showed you the proof. You guys can do the rest. December 10th in Omaha. This is the concert. December 10th. See how quick you looked it up? He said tickets are $39. Man, see, see, that's a whole different, see, you took it to a whole different place. They got Ja Rule Ashanti concert tickets for $39. Bro, some of Crawford's family might go to that over his fight. Bro, that might be, bro, tell me, listen, I ain't even trying to be funny. Some of Crawford's family might choose the Ja Rule concert. Like, bud, we done supported you. We went to your other fights, but Ja's on tonight. They got Ashanti. Bro, listen. I'm not even being funny. No, that's a real, bro. Bud versus Ja. That, like, okay, if my family member was fighting Avanesian, or I could see Ja, Ashanti's thick ass, Twista, and Lloyd, I'll be like, hey, fam, I got you on the next one. Because, like, it's like Thanksgiving. You can't always, link up with your people on Thanksgiving. You be like, hey, maybe next Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't come to every event. Sometimes you just got to see Ja. I think that's fair. Sometimes the world needs a little more Ja. Bro, Crawford's, I bet you some of Crawford cousins be at the Ja event. See, bro, y'all stop with these emojis. I'm lying? Bro, I promise you. Okay, Ashanti got a new song with P. Diddy. What if P. Diddy come out as a guest? Bad boy, take that. Bro, P. Diddy has a song right now. I don't know what his relationship is with Ja, but P. Diddy has a song right now with Bryson Tiller, and they did a remix with Ashanti. So maybe they show up, maybe they don't. I don't know. But you know how concerts go. I watched Drake concerts, and then he pull out J. Cole. I'm like, oh, I didn't know J. Cole was going to be here. I watched a Drake concert, and then he like, I'm in Atlanta, so, yo, bring out 21 Savage. Right? That's how concerts work. Y'all keep saying, like laughing, like I'm being real. If you ever been to a hip-hop concert, sometimes Diddy will have a concert, and then like, my sister Lil Kim, and he'll pull Lil Kim out of nowhere. That's how concerts work. Especially if they can make it work with their schedule. Bro, I'm telling you, some of Bud's relatives might be at the Ja thing. Ja Rule and friends? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who get more popping, Ja or Bud. I don't even care about Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Right now, the battle I need to see is Ja versus Bud Crawford. It's not even about Errol no more because we already know what that is. The new battle is it's not Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. The new battle is Bud versus Ja. Who will own Omaha for that night? The hometown boy, the hometown hero, Bud Crawford, or Ja and Ashanti? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Terence Crawford hate you now. He hates me because Ja has a concert. in his city. That's what you're telling me. That doesn't even. So listen to what y'all say. Terence Crawford hates me, ego, boxing ego, because Ja Rule, Ashanti, Twista, and Lloyd got a concert in his city on the same night. That's what y'all telling me. Tell me that makes sense. He hates me because Ja Rule got him a bag and he gonna sing his greatest hits in Omaha. Makes a lot of sense to me. See, and that, like, if that's the type of hate y'all have for me, I welcome that, because that ain't about. Because if anybody's willing to hate someone for speaking facts and showing you and like, people always misconstrue hate and facts. These aren't one and the same. If I want to hate on someone, I will lie on them. I'll be like, oh, this person slept with this person flunked out of 8th grade. I'll just start making up stuff. If that was my nature and I want to hate on you, it's going to be senseless, baseless hating, because that's what y'all give to me. They be like, oh, Ego lives in his mom's basement. I live in Cali. We don't have basements. I'm not in the Bay Area. We don't have basements. So that's, I saved the hating for y'all. Oh, Ego broke. They say Ego broke. Y'all said that. I didn't. So, I embrace that type of hate. I embrace that type of, because it ain't about nothing. If somebody hates me for being honest, I'll be hated for that 7 days a week. You got, if y'all want to, because to me, that shows me you weren't concerned with the truth. No way. So hate me 7 days a week for being real and having character and having integrity and having spunk and having a personality and having an opinion. You can hate me for those reasons. I'm with that smoke. 7 days a week, you can hate me for that. Someone said we hate him for not taking the Spence fight. Oh, wow. 2 tickets with a chicken box. Hey, y'all doing so much right now. 2 tickets with a chicken box. Your live watch party with Tank and Rolly was good. Appreciate you. I can't wait. I just delivered my stuff. We'll see how the rest play out. I'm out. Peace.